Crusader Sports, HKFM.
Hello, check.
So did I see that Nickerson's back down in 3A?
Yes, they are.
It's good for them.
They got a killer sub-state, though.
Andale.
They got Collegiate and Cheney.
They've already released the sub-states?
Today.
Hi, this is Dr. Dow Hunt with Buhler Dental Care.
All right, fellas, here we go.
High school football on Ad Astra Radio.
Well, a pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome inside Jim Baker Fieldhouse. We're back on the air tonight with Crusader basketball here on 95.9 HKFM and on the Crusader Sports Network. Also streaming tonight on the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless. Because you're mobile and need to stay connected, Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. Hi, everyone. Welcome inside the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Aaron West alongside Matt Atherton and Carson Moeller for tonight's broadcast as the Crusaders get set to open the season with the Nickerson Panthers. Look at what these two clubs did a year ago. The Buhler Lady Crusaders finished 4-17 and lost to the opening round of Sub-State to Ulysses. They graduate 4 seniors and a lot of height inside off last year's club, and they usher in a lot of youth, and a lot of what we'll talk about tonight is the era of new. And fellas, it's going to be very interesting to see how those 3 big seniors gone inside. Alex Hutton, Mallory Hainan, Lauren Specht. Some of these young kids come in, and certainly going to be a transition period. Matt, you and I have several times kind of seen some rebirths and how those young kids adapt and how quickly they grow up and figure out the varsity game.
Yeah, you know, especially when you're losing a group of kids that all kind of operate in that same position grouping, that's going to create a really probably the opportunity for a change a little bit in philosophy. Going to be interesting to see how Coach Mitchellstetter uses the personnel she has now, how she adjusts to that. Maybe a little more outside-in approach, maybe a little less than the inside-out approach of a year ago.
Well, break them down coming up, but there is a ton of youth on this club and some role players are really going to have to step up. Taryn Horning, Abby Yutzy, to name a couple here coming into the season. The guys had a very successful year, finished the year ranked 7th in 4A, and went 15-6, went all the way to the sub-state final for the 4th time in 5 years, and lost to Mac in that sub-state championship game. They lose quite a bit too, obviously. All-league dynamic score in Max Alexander, but something maybe, Carson, just as big is the leadership and the toughness they lose in Taden Hawkinson and Reed Scott, and those are the 3 guys that are really tough to replace.
Yeah, it's unbelievable what the Crusaders were able to accomplish, and just losing the leadership of Taden. You know, there were times in games where all the Crusaders wanted to do was go, 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 and the ball got in Taden's hands, and he calmed them down and ran the offense, and then they exploded after that. So losing that leadership is going to be something that Isaiah Hernandez and Jack Voth and guys like Ethan Stambaugh and Grant Ricker are going to have to step up and try to share that responsibility throughout the guys.
And I think those are questions, again, that'll be answered on both squads. Who are going to be those leaders? Not just leading by example, but you really got to have those vocal people in the locker room and on the floor that when things aren't going well, kind of regroup the ship a little bit. And like Taden Hawkinson is a perfect example of a guy on the guy's side, Emily Madison of the girls' team. Who are those kids that are going to step up and be those vocal leaders?
You know, we always kind of joked about how Taden Hawkinson was an old soul, even when he was, you know, a young kid playing, but he had a game that was a little more mature than a lot of his peers did. And so you have to have those guys. And, Aaron, you know, sometimes it takes really well into maybe the first or second week of January for a team identity to really begin to get cohesive. Sometimes it really kind of formulates during that tournament week. And so I always think the beginning part of the year is interesting, and yet it's really hard for us. But there's no reason even on a day like today to overreact to anything you see, because chances are by the end of the season, this thing looks totally different than it looks right now.
Absolutely. Of course, some key players are really going to figure into things on the guy's side. Jack Voth. Jack, the step he took from freshman to sophomore, if he's anything close from sophomore to junior, he's going to be a ton of fun to watch.
Yeah, we were able to talk to Jack before the season Monday night, and he was talking about the development process and how he has been helped with that. And he mentioned playing the summer AAU basketball. He said that when you get to play against guys like that you would see on the next level all the time, it develops his game more, and so he's able to bring that in and he's looking to continue to add physicality to his game. You know, he's a guy who's so tall but can also play the guard position, so he's looking forward to being able to exploit mismatches this season.
Absolutely. Some height on the guys' team, too, which some years has obviously been a challenge. And the girls who mentioned, all those freshmen, they see 5 or 6 of them at different points this year. But that takes me back to 5 years ago, Matthew, when we had a mostly freshman group that ended up going to state in their senior year. So a lot about it as a coach is getting those young kids to buy in and not lose heart when things don't go their way. Hang in there, and eventually good things will happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, part of that is setting the expectation that we're going to come and we're going to work really, really, really hard every day, but also being realistic about what you expect on the backside, and the process being the thing that we value, right? Rather than always results. You have to work that process and buy into that process so that by the time those youngsters are upperclassmen, they're in a position to succeed and kind of carry that mantle on forward.
Well, our ladies JV team is 1-0 in dramatic fashion. 30 all with 10 seconds left on the clock. Buhler takes a timeout. They inbound the ball, set up a play for Desu Deveni down low, hits the shot. That'll be a forever moment for her as Buhler beats Nickerson in the JV game 32-30. Tough schedule here early on. The Crusaders starting out at home tonight against Nickerson. A couple of 5 and 6A teams on the schedule ahead. They'll be at Salina South Tuesday. Hutch comes to the Fieldhouse a week from tonight. And then they finish up before Christmas, home Circle and at Mac. And who doesn't want to go to McPherson before Christmas? I mean, just right before the break.
Aaron, do you ever want to go to McPherson?
I cannot wait. They are getting a Slim Chickens in McPherson, so I'm pretty excited about that. But not much else.
Okay.
Obviously, you're not in on the Slim Chickens, but that's okay. You've always been kind of an odd guy anyway. So live tonight, our Midway Motors drive to the game. Midway Motors, family owned and operated and committed to making our communities a better place to live. Visit one of their 6 locations throughout central Kansas. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. Buhler and Nickerson on this gold out night, and a special night to remember a special young lady. Hadley Nelson was a junior at Nickerson High School. She was diagnosed with osteosarcoma in December of 2019 and tragically lost her life to the disease last October. Hadley, described as a beautiful person both inside and out, and loved life. She was an inspiration to many and admired by most everyone she met. And what a special honor it is to remember her and to honor her family, her parents Heather and Aaron, and her brothers Adric and Aton here tonight. Our player profile when we come back here from Jim Baker Fieldhouse. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
A Midway Motors drive to the game. Visit Midway Motors on 30th Street in Hutchinson or online at midwaymotors.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right Railway to Railway.
Hi, this is Randy Gotti with the Buhler Booster Club. Check out their Crusader closet at our next home football game. Our customized designs and inventory are continually updated, from seats to blankets, t-shirts and sweatshirts, shorts and joggers. Crusader Closet has you covered for all things Buhler. All sales support our Crusader students through the Buhler Booster Club. Like the Buhler High School Booster Club on Facebook to keep up to date and outfit your entire family with the Buhler gear they want at the Crusader Closet.
It's that time of year again, Kansas. Cash for Clunkers is back at all Midway Motors locations. That's right, push, pull, or drag your old ride in for at least $2,500 in trade-in value. Plus, we're including a 2-year maintenance package with every vehicle purchased through December 4th. Every mile of life means more for your trade and better care for your new ride. See us in Hutchinson, Newton, McPherson, Hillsboro, or at midwaymotors.com.
HKFM.
And welcome back on our Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Time for tonight's Phoenix Restoration Player Profile. Senior Abby Yutzy with us as we get set for the home opener here at Jim Baker Fieldhouse tonight. Kiddo, let's talk a little bit about your role this year. Obviously, kind of as an off-the-bench player, lost a lot of senior leadership inside, and that kind of puts the spotlight a little bit more on you. Your thought process coming into the season and what you're looking forward to.
This season, I'm really excited to be more of like in a leader position. As of like last year, I was mostly a bench player that would come off. But yeah, I'm really excited to be able to like lead the team and help execute plays more. And just my role has changed a little bit, more of like a scorer this year than just a post. But yeah, I'm excited. I feel like it's a lot better environment this year that we've got going on, so it's good.
You mentioned all those seniors leaving. Got a lot of young kids in the program, and what's that chemistry been like so far?
So far, at the beginning, it was a little rough, just like learning plays and everything because they were new to all of it. But they've gotten the hang of it, and we've got some pretty good chemistry going on. So I'm not too worried about the freshmen, but a lot of them are playing varsity, so it'll be a different. It'll be a different team this year. So.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of question marks that people have, what the team's going to look like. What are some things maybe that you're looking forward to or that might surprise us that this team is going to be good at?
I think we're definitely going to be better at shooting, and we've got a lot of speed with us that is just young talent. So we're really like deep than last year. We just had like a couple like really good solid players, but this year I feel like we've got lots more coming off the bench, and just like if someone gets hurt or anything, we've always got someone to fill in that can play the role. So.
All right, I was kind of joking with you before this. Ava Jones obviously going to Arizona State in 2 years. How you approach guarding her and trying to limit what she does against you guys?
Definitely just staying in front of her. She's going to get her points, as we know. She's just a good player. But just trying to get her in foul trouble is really our main goal, just trying to like take charges and get in her way kind of and draw into her if we can, just so that we can limit some of her abilities. But
all right, Abby, well, thanks so much. Best of luck tonight and have fun this year, okay?
Thank you.
All right, that is senior Abby Yutzy with us. We're back with more right after this.
On HKFM. We're just moments away from Lady Crusader basketball. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
Hey, sports fans. All great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. We have time for you. Open Friday and Saturday.
Hi, I'm Dr. J. You can have the healthy, beautiful smile you deserve. Come see me today at Hutchinson Family Dental.
Dr. J. Stuckey, Hutchison Family Dental.
Did you know that it's estimated that the salt deposits under Kansas could supply the entire world's salt needs for the next 250,000 years? Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
We're warming things up at Next Tech Wireless with a great gift. Black Friday and beyond, you'll get a new device on us up to $9.99. That includes the new iPhone 13 Pro and Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Bring your number to us and get a $100 Visa gift card today. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is ready to get you set up and we'll even put a bow on it. Come visit, call, or text us at 877-621-2600. We are Kansas.
HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back on our Midway Motors drive to the game here from Jim Baker Fieldhouse tonight. The Crusaders and the Panthers, we talked about this young Buhler team with 4 senior starters gone. And Taryn Horning, the lone returning starter from a year ago, averaged 4 points a game. Marin Lackey, another key player, back will be in the lineup, and then Abby Yutzy, who did start a couple of games when Lauren Specht was quarantined with COVID last year. Quarantined because of COVID. She averaged 3 points and 2 rebounds. Much more experience for the Nickerson Lady Panthers. 3rd ranked to start the year in Class 3A out of the Central Kansas League. Of course, coached by former Buhler coach John McClain, now in his 5th season. Nickerson 18-4 a year ago, lost in the sub-state finals to McPherson. 4 consecutive winning seasons under Coach McClain, and they've been a state qualifier in 3 of the last 4 years. And boy, so much of the attention is going to be on Ava Jones, the 6'2 junior, as a sophomore in Kansas to sign with a Division I basketball program. Happens very rarely. She'll be going to Arizona State, and boy, she's just so impressive. You know, I think at the college level, they're going to need her to get a little bit stronger, but so talented.
Yeah, Long has a really smooth game around the basket, and really over the last year and a half, she's really expanded her range out. Be a very capable shooter. She is going to be a tough cover in every game she plays in this year.
Yeah, Carson, you heard Abby Yutzy talk in our player profile tonight about how they approach guarding her and really just trying to frustrate her, if you will, potentially try and get her in some foul trouble and limit how much damage she can do.
Yeah, when you're used to having your way like she normally is, if you can just frustrate her a tenth of what she normally gets, that for a player of that skill level, it confuses you, especially so much in the first game of the season. So the Crusaders really are going to have to be able to put her down low, draw fouls, drive, get her off of her feet in order to be successful in scoring and also defending. She's able to run the floor almost like a guard. And so that's going to be one of the areas where the matchups with the Crusaders, they're going to have to exploit to try to be able to keep up with her in running the press break and running the press game as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Figuring out the press on offense. Boy, so much about being successful at this level is just not turning the ball over. That's something that can really get you in trouble against a team like Nickerson. Coach McClain, who is known for being aggressive on defense, and boy, that can really get you in a hole early if you don't take care of the basketball.
Yeah, you know, Coach McClain is so intense and wants his teams to bring defensive intensity. We saw that when he coached here. We've seen that as he has coached at Nickerson. It's kind of a staple of what they do. And if it flusters you early, as the game goes on, typically it only gets worse from there. So Buhler's going to have to come out, be patient, be disciplined with the basketball, swing it side to side, make Coach McClain's defense work, see if you can't find some creases.
I should have brought my list of McClain-isms, but I heard a new one tonight. Screen the screener. I don't know how many times in the JV game, screen the screener. But he's had a few over the years. So,
absolutely.
Fun to watch him coach. And, of course, Coach Mitchell-Stetter in her second year. I think much like the players, Carson, second year in a program, you feel a little bit more comfortable, feel like you belong here. Your players know you a whole lot better, and so that's got to be a big positive for her.
Yeah, and having such a talented group of young freshmen coming in. You know, you look at the roster these last couple years, the senior classes numbers are dwindling. She's getting a new group of athletes in, and so having all those freshmen, she's able to connect with. And practices, we talked to her earlier, practices are more competitive, and she's able to help coach up the girls, build relationships, be a part of what they're doing. And so that's the same way the community here is gathered around her. You know, more and more so, all of the Buhler community is just gathering around basketball, coming together, being able to come to these games. You know, last year we played this game and there was nobody there. It was just the radio announcers and the videographers.
It's not a lot of fun.
And that game was so quiet and so just so unusual. And that's another thing with the youngness of our team. Taryn Horning didn't have Emily Madison that game, trying to break the press like we talked about with Coach McLean. So I'm excited to see what Taryn is able to provide leadership-wise with the young freshman. Gracie Ord, expect to see her handle the ball again tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. She told Coach when she came into the program that by the end of the year I'm going to be your starting point guard. So maybe a lot sooner than that. We'll find out. All right, more coming up. Our Midway Motors drive to the game. We'll look around the league, get you set with the starting lineups next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
This has been the Midway Motors Drive to the Game on HKFM. The HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups and tonight's opening tip are next. You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Precision. You might not see it, but it's inside every pound of the Countryside Feed family of feed rations. Livestock nutrition mixed so meticulously that even when delivered by the ton, these ingredients are measured precisely to the ounce. And that shows up in more pounds at the scale and more milk in the tank. To learn more, go to countrysidefeed.com or stop by and see us in Hillsboro or Mound Ridge.
Your livestock need top quality feed, made with pride by Countryside.
At H&R Block, we're here all year, at tax time or anytime, to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
Hi, this is Jade with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler, Kansas. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you'll talk to a live person from our offices in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Yoder Meats is way more than just meat, but if you're looking for grain-fed, locally raised, antibiotic-free, and no hormone-added beef, Yoder Meats is the place. Feed the family with your choice of bundles or smaller butcher bags designed with a variety of meats to fit your needs. They have exotic meats too, and a wide variety of delicious cheeses, baked goods, groceries, specialty candies, gift items, and even products for your pet. Get it all at Yoder Meats in Yoder, open 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Find specials at yodermeatsks.com.
HKFM.
And we're back here tonight from Jim Baker Fieldhouse. Crusader basketball brought to you by Hutchinson Community College. By the Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Dix Phillips 66, by Newfeld's Flooring, and by Daylight Donuts. We'll keep you updated on what's happening score-wise around the league tonight in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. From regular teeth cleanings to advanced periodontal work, your hometown dentist is Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. McPherson on the road at Dodge City tonight. Winfield at Art City. Goddard is at Augusta. Belle Plaine at Clearwater. Mulvane at Wellington are the other games in the league tonight. Other games are following on our Ad Astra Sports Network. Include Haven at Trinity Catholic and All Reno County battle there. Top 10 girls battle in Sterling. The Lady Black Bears hosting Hillsboro tonight. Elsewhere, St. John at Stafford and Lyons at Ellsworth. And again, you can find live streaming on the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless. Our Pewter Swimmers opened their season last night, finishing 5th at Newton. Spencer Hines was 5th in the 200 IM, also 3rd in the 100 fly. The 200 free A relay team also finishing 5th as well. Diving in action tonight, the swimmers will be back in the pool at the new Maze Aquatic Center coming up tomorrow. Our wrestlers open their season this week on the road. The girls will be at McPherson tomorrow. The boys wrestling Sam Elliott, 2-time defending state champion, at Pratt tomorrow. So a lot to look forward to. Of course, so we have 2, I think, state-ranked wrestlers.
Yeah,
not just Mr. Elliott.
Yeah, Emily Schweizer is ranked nationally too, I believe.
Yes, not to be outdone.
Yes.
So looking forward to that, and we'll of course keep you updated on the results as we go along throughout the season.
I've got a fundraising idea.
Already, you want me to wrestle Emily Schweitzer?
I want you to wrestle anybody.
I can pick the person.
Carson and I get to pick the person.
Oh, okay. That makes me a little nervous. If I pick the person, I think I'll be okay.
Fair.
Carson, I trust us. Don't you trust us?
It has to be entertaining. Nobody's going to want to come see
Nobody's going to want to
landslide.
give money.
Well, you remember, was it Ronda Rousey a few years ago, the big pay-per-view, and, everybody paid the big money and all the anticipation, and she basically punched the other girl in the mouth, and it was over in about 2 seconds?
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically what you're going to get from me is 2 seconds worth.
Correct.
And I'm done.
Two glorious seconds there, Aaron.
Very early pin. Buhler and Nickerson coming up here in the Fieldhouse tonight. We'll bring you the starting lineups and the opening tip next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Newfeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Rise and shine. It's daylight time and time to go to your happy place. Christmas time is a time for smiles, and this year especially, we could really use some extra smiles. Good news, we sell them by the dozen. Grab some fresh made-from-scratch Daylight donuts made just like Daylight made them in 1954. So if you want to add an old-fashioned touch to the Christmas season, come visit us at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com, on Facebook, or stop by 1435 East 30th in Hutchinson.
HKFM.
Welcome back here to Jim Baker Fieldhouse. Aaron West alongside Matt Atherton and Carson Moeller for tonight's Crusader basketball season opener. Be on the road Tuesday at Salina South to take on South at their home place, and then home for Hutch a week from tonight, December the 10th, next Friday. Really cool to getting some of these local Reno County matchups. I sort of fun to. Matt, I don't think you were here for the days of the Reno County Classic when.
Okay, I've heard about this, and I'm all for bringing it back.
All 8 teams in Reno County got together and played in the early season. It was a lot of fun, and I'm a proponent of bringing that back. So let's take a look at our HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups. HCU Investment and Insurance Services is dedicated to you succeeding in life. Located inside Heartland Credit Union on North Main in Hutchinson. For Nickerson, under fifth-year head coach John McClain, number 3. A 5'6" senior, Alexis Allen. A 5'8" junior, number 5, Josie McClain. A 5'6" senior, number 11, Kieran Anches. 5'7" sophomore, number 24, Destiny Pons. And a 6'2" junior, number 35, Ava Jones. Again, Allen, McClain, Anches, Pons, and Jones for Nickerson. For the Buhler Crusaders, under second-year head coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. 5'5" sophomore, number 3, Ava Combs. A 5'4" junior, number 5, Taryn Horning. Horning, a starter a year ago, averaged 4 points a game. A 6-foot sophomore, coming off of surgery in the offseason, number 15, Emmy Stallman. Stallman played in all 21 games off the bench last year. And a 5'9" senior, number 25, Abby Yutzy. Off the bench, averaged 3 points and 2 rebounds a season ago. Combs, Horning, Lackey, Stallman, and Yutzy for the Lady Crusaders. They'll be in their home whites tonight with the black trim and the silver numerals. Rolled blue unis, gold trim, gold numerals for the Nickerson Panthers. And we are set to go with a new season of high school basketball here on Astro Radio and on the Crusader Sports Network. Hey, I didn't get a chance to congratulate you, by the way, for your all-league honors.
Thank you.
Football.
Thank you very much. It's awesome.
It was a fun second half of the season.
It was. Love going to battle with those guys.
And never get tired of watching Sam Elliott run.
Absolutely. Aaron, did you make the all-broadcast team?
I did not. I came up a vote short. All right, Ava Jones to tip for Nickerson, Abby Yutzy for Buhler. At midcourt here, it'll be Nickerson left to right. We are underway with Crusader basketball on KWHK Hutchinson. They go right into Jones, kick out right wing 3. Off back iron for Josie McClain. Ball out of bounds off the outstretched hands of Destiny Pons. It'll be Buhler basketball. Nickerson opening up with a missed 3.
Yeah, and you see right off the bat kind of the key to the McClain offense, that high-low game. Ball goes in, the outside shot comes off of penetration, the ball into the paint.
Ava Combs, a sophomore at the point, crossed the timeline right to left and picked off inside by Ava Jones. And Jones has it wrestled away by Abby Yutzy. Great defensive play by the senior who forces a turnover. And Buhler gets it right back.
Well, you can tell that defense of Nickerson just going to be frenetic.
And Yutzy has the ball knocked away on the inbound as McClain got a hand in and played it out on this near sideline, midcourt. Aaron Lackey will play it in backcourt to Taryn Horning. Horning across the timeline, picked up by Pons, right to left. Out front to Yutzy, near side Lackey. Marin on a drive with the left hand, baseline. Being guarded one-on-one by Anches. Ball knocked away. Jones, I think she could dunk it. Layup good.
Man, if you turn the ball over at the top of the key, Aaron, we've seen it happen so many times. A turnover at the top of the key against really good players is almost always a 2 the other way.
It's typically easy offense. Buhler now whistled for their 3rd turnover. And we'll go back the other way. Nickerson up 2-0. It is Pons with the basketball in the half court, picked up by Abby Yutzy. Stallman right now on Jones. And they work it too high for Jones inside of the backside to pick it off. Here's Abby Yutzy. Buhler the other way. Yutzy lost the handle. Saved by Marin Lackey in the half court. Far corner to Horning. Horning dribbling in traffic. Pull-up jumper left side. Missed. Rebound out of bounds. And they're going to call that off Lackey. I sure thought that went off Karen Anches inside. But it's going to be Nickerson basketball.
You know, Taryn had that ball in the left corner, and rather than take the initial shot, dribbled, and then shot a step back, I think she takes that initial shot with her feet set, probably is better offense.
Josie McClain steps into an open 3 and knocks it down. So a 5-0 start for Nickerson. Now a double dribble called on Buhler's Taryn Horning. And that'll be a 4th Crusader turnover substitution here. Kaylin Seeley, 5'9" junior. Into the ball game wearing number 12. Seeley played in 18 games last year. Also, Natalia Krafels, one of those talented freshmen we've been telling you about, 5'10". We'll see her first Crusader action here. Inside Jones, and score it. Ava's got 4, and it's 7-0. Now Nickerson picks up full court. Here is Seeley, far side of the floor, right to left, dribbling in traffic into the lane, cut off, stuck in traffic and double teamed. They'll call a jump ball, and the Arrow will keep the ball with the Lady Crusaders. Boy, you can't get yourself stuck out in the desert like that.
No, could you imagine being Krafels coming in your very first defensive possession as a varsity player? You've got to guard Ava Jones in the post. I mean, that is just a rude awakening.
Here is Yutzy, ball knocked away and a steal, 5th turnover. McClain with an easy breakaway, missed the layup though. Oh, unfortunately out of bounds. The ball goes off Natalia Krafels. It'll be Nickerson ball when we come back. Time out of the floor. 5:55 to go in the first. 7-0 Nickerson back in 30 seconds. Here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball here from Jim Baker Fieldhouse tonight, brought to you by the Buhler Booster Club, by Hutchinson Family Dental, Jackson Meat by Rice Up Reno, and by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Nice little inbound play to Ava Jones. Now a steal by Jones, and Ava's got back-to-back buckets and 6 points. 11-0 in Nickerson start. Pick back up in the 2-1-2 full court press. Here is Crafels, far side to Seeley.
She did a nice job breaking the press with Jones guarding her.
Seeley with a left-hand dribble. Dumps it down low to Yutzy. Yutzy tied up, and it's going to be a reach-in foul, I believe, on Josie McClain.
That was an excellent pass, a post-interior pass by Kaylin Seeley to get that ball down to Yutzy in the post. It was put exactly where Abby needed it to be.
That'll be the first on Josie, first team foul. Marin Lackey comes out, another freshman. Gracie Ord at 5'6" is in. Here is Yutzy, dumps it in the corner to Horning for three, long. Rebound Josie McClain. Up 11-0, the Panthers left to right. Good defensive play there from behind by Yutzy to knock the ball away out of bounds, though it'll stay with Nickerson.
Aaron, I'm struck by how fast defense turns to offense with Nickerson. They get the rebound, and they're not looking around. It doesn't matter who gets it. They're looking to get up the court immediately.
Jump shot right side. Destiny Pons missed out of bounds. And again, they call the ball off Buhler. Taryn Horning looking a little bit frustrated with the call there. It'll stay to our right with the Lady Panthers in the half court. Right side baseline. Anches to play it in to Jones. Jones.
Defense.
Far side. Long two. Goes back iron, missed by Anches. Rebound Kaylin Seeley in traffic. Seeley goes all the way the other way, switches hands, missed the shot. Good look.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a scrum for the rebound on the floor under the bucket.
It's a great job by Seeley taking that coast to coast with the left hand.
Yeah, you got to figure the more she does that, the stronger she'll get.
Absolutely. I was great. It was very decisive. Loved it.
Called a jump ball on the rebound. It's going to be Nickerson basketball with 4:47 to go. And an 11-0 Panther lead here in the first quarter. And the ball knocked away in the lane from Pons, and a reach-in foul called on Kaylin Seeley. That'll be her first. And team foul number one, Emmy Stallman. And Marin Lackey to return Yutzy and Horning out. Matt, you talked about Stallman with surgery in the offseason. Just how hard that is to recover quickly from.
Yeah, absolutely. I talked to her mom a couple weeks ago. She's really only been cleared for a couple of weeks.
McClain missed a shot inside.
I think it was
Ava Jones got the rebound and went back up, and she is a beast. Gets fouled on the miss. She'll have two at the line.
But it's really similar to what we were talking about with Crafels a few minutes ago. You know, if you're Emmy, you come in and your first guard is Ava Jones, a D1 commit, coming off the injury. That's tough. It's just, you know, that's while you're still trying to work back into having that lateral quickness to have to guard someone who's so quick side to side.
That foul on Emmy Stallman, third freshman to get in the game, is Charlie Baxter, 5'9", number 22. Second free throw missed by Jones. She has all but three of Nickerson's 12 points at the moment, 12-0. Panthers, though, get the loose ball rebound after the miss. McClain for three, in and out, no good. Rebound putback is good on the backside by Destiny Pons.
Buhler having a hard time clearing the defensive glass. Nickerson is just too good to give him that many looks.
14-0. Here comes Gracie Ord with a left-hand dribble up the floor and tries to get the ball on the wing to Marin Lackey, who can't hold on to it. Out of bounds, it'll be another Buhler turnover. Buhler halfway through the first period here without a bucket. Talk about how fast Nickerson plays. It's a lot what we expect in the guys game tonight out of Isaiah Hernandez, who
Right.
If you are anywhere near the basket and you have your head down,
you may get hit in the head.
You may get hit in the face with the ball.
That's right.
There's McLean, right side circle for three. She's got her second. 6 points for Josie, and it's 17-0.
Boy, when the ball goes into the paint, Buhler's defense is collapsing in on Jones, which it should, but that is leaving Josie wide open on the perimeter, and those looks are good looks for her to take.
Here's Marin Lackey, right side circle. Nickerson in a man, near side. Ord for three. Gracie misses back iron. Her first take as a freshman. Missed the shot. Rebound Nickerson ahead up the floor through the hands of Achus. That'll be the Panthers' third turnover as Ava Combs returns for the Lady Crusaders.
That's a good shot by Ord off of ball reversal. I think Buhler doesn't have the luxury of passing up a whole lot of open looks, right? That defense is just suffocating, so when you get a good look, have your feet ready.
You can tell when a kid looks like a baller, and
I agree.
Gracie Ord does.
Yeah, I was just thinking that same thing, bud.
There's another steal inside to Jones off the window, and she's got 11. It's 19-0. 3 minutes to go in the opening period here at the Fieldhouse. Marin Lackey has it stolen away, and a hard foul inside by Charlie Baxter as Pons was trying to score off the steal. Now 7 Buhler turnovers in this first period. And Destiny Pons will go to the line. That foul, the first on Charlie Baxter, the team's third. Wait, for a freshman too, and we expect this class to be pretty good. Lackey out horning him, but for your typical freshman, it's kind of like being put into the foxhole and have never shot a gun before.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, well, especially when you come in and the offense of the other team is run by Ava Jones and Josie McLean. That's just tough.
Pons 1 of 2 at the line, missed the second, but a rebound by Jones inside, dumps it low to Khalees Abernathy for 2. And a timeout by Coach Mitchellstetter. 2:42 left here in the opening period of play. Nickerson 22, Buhler nothing. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Ray and Sons Roofing, by Cargill Salt, by the Sheila Metzger Agency, by the Medicine Shop, and by Midwest Iron and Metal. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
Each and every day, WIFCO Steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
With the holidays just around the corner, it's not too early to be thinking about holiday hams, turkeys, and our popular gift boxes. Be sure to put Jackson Meat at the top of your shopping list. Simplify and save when you shop locally with us at Jackson Meat in Hutchinson.
HKFM.
2:42 left here in the first quarter of play. Crusader basketball tonight. So glad you could come along with us. The start of a new season. Guys game in the second half of our doubleheader a little bit later on. Buhler ball. Here is Ava Combs through a double team at midcourt. Ball popped away from behind. Just hands everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Ava Jones ahead to Pons. Playing good, and she's got 6.
That's just a fantastic outlet pass all the way up the floor. One dribble and a bucket. And again, it's just, we've talked about it already, but the defense churns to offense really fast.
And now another steal. This time Pons takes it away from Horning. A layup, yes. And the foul. 26 zip. And a chance for a three-point play at the line for the Panthers. Abby Yutzy, Kaylin Seeley back in. Stallman and Ord go out. Back in for Nickerson. Alexis Allen, the senior, returns, as does Josie McLean. On the floor right out for Buhler, Kaylin Seeley, Abby Yutzy, Charlie Baxter, Ava Combs, and Taryn Horning. That foul on Horning was her first. Another offensive board off a missed free throw for Nickerson. That is the third one of those they've had. And inside, there is Josie McLean for 2, and it's 28-0. Still a minute 58 to go here in the first. Combs has it stuck left side circle, helped out by Horning. Horning into the far corner.
Abby's got good inside position.
There's a shot from the left elbow, missed by Combs. Rebound Nickerson. Panthers the other way. And inside Abernathy for two, score it. 30-0. Nickerson with $1:29 to go here in the opening period. Three lost right side circle, missed by Combs.
Oh, nice play.
Steal by Seeley and the rebound from McLean inside Kalen. Blocked from behind. Josie got the last call on that play though as she blocked the shot. Taken away by Nickerson. Abernathy inside the other way, missed it. And a rebound for Charlie Baxter. Here comes Combs right to left across the timeline. 1 minute to go in the opening period. Seeley right side circle poked out of bounds from behind by Alexis Allen. Marin Lackey will return for Buhler. Another one of those freshmen, Sammy Brooks, not able to go tonight, but they expect some time out of her this year. I really liked what I saw in the JV game out of McKenna Siemens, and I think as the year goes along, we might see her some too.
I agree.
She was hot there, Carson.
Yeah, nice shot. A little more time, and expect to see big moments from her.
And Horning couldn't handle a pass on the inbound from Lackey, and that is another Buhler turnover, their 10th here in this opening half of play. We still have 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. This Nickerson team is going to terrorize a lot of people this year.
You are not wrong, my friend.
They're in a brutal 3A sub-state, though. They stuck in the sub-state with Cheney and Wichita Collegiate. Here is McLean, drives to the left side lane line, and contact underneath, and a foul called on Kaylin Seeley. That'll be her second. Her team's fifth. Here is Gracie Ord back in, and Seeley out. Panthers played in. McLean.
Good defense
inside by Abby Yutzy. Takes the ball away. Nickerson's fourth turnover. Horning around Pons. Across the timeline. Lost the dribble. Saved by Yutzy. Abby dribbling through traffic off the Lackey. Left wing three. In and out. No good. Rebound Yutzy. And there's the first bucket of the game for the Crusaders.
That's really good offense created by both the seniors.
6 seconds to play in the opening period. Now a steal. Ord tried to feed it to a wide open Lackey in the right wing, but a good defensive recovery from behind by Destiny Pons. She's quick and knocks it out of bounds. Buhler will inbound it with 1:1 on the clock. Basically time to catch and shoot. Horning will dump it in. Yutzy won't get the shot off. And that'll get us through the first 8 minutes of play here tonight at Jim Baker Fieldhouse. Your score, Nickerson 30, Buhler 2. You're listening to Crusader Basketball. We're back in a minute on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
When disaster strikes your home or business, shop local. Hi, this is Robin Swanson. My husband Ryan and I and our team at Phoenix Restoration are proud to be Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. When pipes break, fire strikes, or the unthinkable hits your home or business, call us. With over 10 years of experience, we know how to help you recover. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. Phoenix Restoration. We'll help you rise again after your disaster.
At Allen Samuels & Hutch, the 2022 model years are available for order, with Dodge Ram 1500 Crew Cab starting at only $28,800. And the best-in-class 3500 Crew starts at only $35,400. Let Allen Samuels Hutch show you a better way to order your next vehicle, the way you want it. That's the Allen Samuels way. Order your new vehicle today for year-end delivery, located on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine, or visit us online 24/7 at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
HKFM.
Well, we're back and ready to start the same quarter, the second quarter. We're in some quarter.
I have it on good authority. We are in a quarter.
Yes. 30-2. And Buhler will start period 2 with the ball. Here is Horning. Picked up by Pons. Ord has it. Gracie dribbling to her right.
the pressure is just so far out, all the way out between the circles. There's just side to side, nowhere for the Crusaders to go. Great job by Abby.
And Horning has the ball stripped away by Pons. She is good defensively. Inside Jones. Missed the bunny. Rare miss for Ava. Rebound loose in the deck, picked up by Ava. And a whistle and a foul call. You know, so much of it, too, talk about the defensive pressure. Defense is so much effort.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And really playing within whatever defense is, whatever your scheme, you know, you have to stick within that scheme. And Nickerson, to this point, has just played that tough man-to-man. And they just...
Oh, good steal by Abby Yutzy.
Abby's had a couple of really good plays here in a row.
Crafels and Combs back in the game. Here's a jumper. The right elbow missed by Natalia Crafels. Rebound and a foul. Crafels is going to go to the line here for 2. Well, and as a coach, if you can get your team to buy into defense, really good defense will make your offense come so much easier.
Oh, yeah, absolutely it will.
First free throw good by Natalia Crafels. First point of her Crusader career comes at the free throw line. The 5'10" freshman missed the second. Long rebound, and it's tapped about in the air and out of bounds off Josie McClain.
And that was created by Crafels, who saw the shot was going to be off and tried to track down her own rebound. That's excellent job by the freshman.
So the Crusaders here on a little mini 3-0 run. Bucket there at the end of the first quarter by Yutzy, then the free throw by Crafels, 30-3. 7:04 to play here in the opening half. Here is Charlie Baxter up high with it. And they're going to get her, they call it a double dribble there?
No, 5-second call.
5 seconds. Going back the other way.
Everywhere Charlie went, Josie McClain was right there in her hip pocket.
Khalees Abernathy returns for Nickerson. Pons will bring the ball up. Picked up top of the circle by Crafels. Here is Anches dribbling right side lane line. Stops, pops off the window. Miss. Jones, who goes up over everybody and puts it back up off the window. She didn't even have position. She's just so much longer inside than everybody else.
You know, Aaron, it's not just that she's tall, but she's got long arms. Just everybody's hands go up, and then Jones's arms go up over the top.
Alexis Allen committing a foul, coming the other way. That'll be her first. Just the second team foul here in the half. That should be a good swimmer, too. Here is Horning inside, lost it. Jones, that is.
Right.
I'm just saying that it's long arms. You don't think so?
I think basketball's her sport.
You know what? She's probably one of those kids that pick a sport and she probably could be good at it.
I will say your level of swimming expertise is extensive.
Hey, I know a lot about swimming. All right, good hustle by Taryn Horning, and a ball knocked loose. You know, I hate that. So much effort, and then they call her for traveling, and she's diving on the floor to get the ball. Yeah, I just bet you. Of course, all league in volleyball too, Jones. McClain is as well, but I always want to be one of those kids that no matter what you did, you were good at. There's Jones inside, one-handed. Score it.
I have it on good authority that you were quite the trombone player.
Not too bad. 34-3, they call the foul on that shot. I believe on the Crafels.
Yeah, it was.
And Jones missed the free throw, in and out, no good. Boy, Ava's weakness tonight is she's just one of three at the foul line. Here is Combs for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound Jones of Nickerson. Panthers the other way, up the floor. Allen with a right hand layup, good.
Man, it just, I keep saying it, but Aaron, I don't think you can overstate it. They go defense to offense so fast. Their transition game is just seamless right out of their defense.
You know, they had a great club last year. Remember, they were in 4A.
That's right.
And because of the COVID scenario, we went back to assigned substates for a year. And of course.
And they get Mac.
Hello, McPherson.
Just Coach McLean knows a little something about that, doesn't he?
Well, he was the last Crusader coach
to beat
girls
McPherson.
or boys to beat McPherson.
That was a glorious day, Aaron.
Oh, yes, yes it was.
It's the only time I've ever seen you speechless.
Here is Lackey up top, off to Gracie Ord. Ord dribbling with 5:29 to go here in the half. 36-3 Nickerson. Yutzy.
Good offense.
Dumps it to Seeley for three. Kalen rims long. Rebound Arches. McLean left to right across the timeline. Jones. Far side three. Swish for Karen Arches.
It's hard because it was off of reversal, but it was the first time the ball got over there and Anches was wide open. Pass hit her right in the shot pocket. It was an easy make.
Aaron Lackey. Right side circle up top to Seeley. Seeley dribbling in traffic. Back off to Lackey. Aaron lobs it low.
Good pass.
Boy, nice pass. Foul from behind. Natalia Krafels is headed to the free throw line.
Buddy, I'll be honest. I've really been impressed by the game of Krafels so far. There were a couple times she brought the ball up the court against the press, and I thought she handled it pretty well. And that was great post position and a nice move.
Abernathy commits the foul. Krafels misses the first free throw. She's one of three. And something that's a good sign is that she's not backing down from a player the stature of Jones.
Not at all.
Second free throw is good, but I believe they waved it off.
Crossed over the line. No, I think Natalia Krafels has a little bit of game.
39-3, 4:42 to play in the first half. Here is McLean driving, shooting, missed inside, and
that should be an offensive foul. McLean was out of control.
The human vacuum inside Jones, rebound, and puts it back up and in. 41-3, and we've got contact on the other end of the floor.
You know, really back to the point of Krafels, Seeley's been the same way. She's grabbed the ball, taken it, and gone. She drew that foul just by being aggressive to the basket. If Buhler is going to really have any offensive success in this game, they're going to have to be aggressive to the basket, and it's been the young kids that have done that.
There's a three launched, missed, back iron. Good luck for Gracie Ord. Buhler with a rebound. Krafels out to Seeley. Three in and out, no good. That's a couple of open looks.
Absolutely.
Rebound Nickerson ahead. Anches spin move to Jones. Oh, that's unfair. Layup good. 43-3. 3:57 to play here in the first half. Ord plays it to Seeley, right side circle. Out front to Yutzy. Yutzy drives on a clear out. Flips it to Ord, right side circle. Off to Seeley. Seeley dribbling around traffic, goes inside around three defenders, shot short. Rebound Jones. And they're going to call traveling on Ava. Three Crusaders set to return, make it four. Horning, Jones, and Baxter also in for the first time, the hero of the JV game tonight. 6-foot junior, number 33, Desa Deviney.
That was a really nice job by Yutzy getting up into Jones's space and forcing her as Combs misses the shot, but that was a nice little pull-up.
10-footer right side missed. Rebound Nickerson. And to your credit, up the floor so quickly. Initial offense missed by McLean, but there for the backside rebound. Abernathy's got 6.
See, the thing is, Aaron, if you do that, you don't have to
45-3.
You don't even have to set up an offense. It's just the initial break or the secondary break, and it gets real easy to score points.
Inside, Deviney missed. Rebound up the floor, and Jones has 2 more. 47-3.
That was a nice lefty by Jones.
Combs dribbling through traffic. Deviney, right side jumper. It's good for Desa. 47-5. You fellas take a gander at what her hair color is.
I don't know, but I think you would look awesome with that hair.
Very nice drive to the lane. That's the old McLean drive and drift.
It is, yeah. Baseline drive, baseline drift.
Inside, Jones missed. It's another McLeanism to put in your notebook there. Jones to the line for 2. 2:36 to play in a half. 47-5. Ava hits the first. Back in for Nickerson is Alexis Allen. Out goes Kieran Anches. Nickerson will be part of the Heston tournament. Heston, I believe, Garden Plain also part of that tournament next week. Jones hits the second free throw, and she'll come out. Placed by Destiny Pons. 49-5. Natalia Krafel's back in for Buhler, replacing Charlie Baxter. Then the Panthers ever anticipated matchup every year with Haven. That'll be in Haven on December the 14th. Baseline jumper, good. DeVinny with back-to-back buckets off the bench. And Nickerson the other way, 49-7. Well, Seema, I think that buzzer beater winner in the JV game's got her feeling good, huh?
She's ready to shoot.
49-7. 2:08 to play here in the second quarter. Here is Horning, back-to-back buckets by DeVinny inside. And tied up Natalia Krafels, who, again, first game not afraid, and she's going to go back to the free throw line where she is 1 of 4. Elise Abernathy with the foul. It'll be her first. And the team's 7th.
You know, it's interesting, Coach McLean. I don't remember very many times I've seen him do this as Krafels knocks down the first one, but pulls his girls back into a 3-2 zone defense. I'm trying to remember when we were covering Coach McLean all the time. I don't know that I ever really saw him do that. Yeah.
Krafels makes 1 of 2 at the line. She's got 2 points, 49-8. The other way, score it inside for Khalees Abernathy. Abernathy off the bench has been a nice little spark for this Panther team.
Absolutely.
51-8, 1:45 to play in the half. Here is Lackey. Tries to feed it inside to Krafels. Stolen away by Pons. Outlet pass to Anches. That is Ayla Anches now with a game of 5'4" sophomore. Shot missed. Rebound Buhler. Shot launched and hit by Taryn Horning.
What a shot off the dribble.
A 2 up top for Taryn.
How's that not 3 in the lane?
51-10 the other way. Abernathy again and score it.
Abernathy got down there, stood on the block, and never one time vacated the paint.
You were talking about, I think, to me, almost maybe even more impressive than Nickerson's defense is how quickly they get back down the floor.
I agree. They play fast.
Seeley, Ord, and Yutzy back in for the Lady Crusaders here.
Hey, as Krafels checks out for a much-deserved rest, buddy, I thought that Krafels gave them very good minutes.
Absolutely.
I liked a lot what I saw.
58 seconds here to go in the half, 53-10. Here's a drive by Kieran Anches. Up top to Vinny, who's got, make that Abernathy, I'm sorry, he's got 10 off the bench. Right side 3, count it.
Boy, again,
Alexis Allen.
Ball goes into Jones in the post. The defense swarms her, and she kicks out to a wide open shooter on that right foul line extended.
Now ball knocked loose. Buhler's into the floor and a jump ball call. The arrow will stay with the Lady Crusaders. With 34 ticks on the first half clock, 56-10. Well, there are a lot of nights when we won't see a team score 56 in a game. Here's DeVinny off the window, missed. Rebound Jones, up the floor, Kieran Anches. Plays it in the lane, shot missed. A lot of contact there, though. Jones to the rebound and the putback.
Ava Jones is having a career night in the first quarter, or the first half, rather.
58-10, 15 seconds to go in the first half. And a 3 launch. Gracie Ord missed left corner. Rebound Jones. A lot of those shots eventually go down for those kids. There's a shot inside of the buzzer, good by Ayla Anches, but you see Ord or Krafels, some of those younger kids rushing those shots a little bit. And once the game slows down
without a doubt
to them, a lot of those shots will start to go in the basket. Well, 16 minutes in the books here in our home opener, season opener tonight. On Nickerson in the first half. Lady Panthers lead the Lady Crusaders 60-10. 4 first half points for Buhler's Desa Deviney. 60-10 our score. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report is next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
Hi, Steve here with Red Rock Auto Center in South Hutchinson. As one of the last full-service gas stations remaining in central Kansas, we will fill your car with gas and wash the window. We can even check the tire pressures and under the hood if needed. At 200 North Main Street in South Hutchinson. Red Rock Auto Center. We're here when you need us.
The medicine shop. When you drop your prescriptions off, the personal care you'll find there will make you feel all better. The meds you need, delivered with speed. The lowest prices guaranteed. Get your prescriptions with no hassle. At 14th and Main at the Little White Castle, you'll feel all better at the medicine shop.
The 8th-ranked Sterling College Lady Warriors dropped their first regular season game since the 2019-2020 season against the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes 85-82 to move to 8-1 and 4-1 in KCAC play. They will look to get back on track against the Avila Eagles Saturday on 95.9 KWHK with pregame from the Gleason Center in Sterling to start at 1:45. The Warriors men's team are still looking for their first win in KCAC play. They dropped to 2-9 overall with a loss to Kansas Wesleyan. They will play on 95.9 following the conclusion of the women's game. And after one of the wildest weeks in the history of college football coaching carousel, it's time to get back to the things.
Score it. The Yutzy takes the ball away. Nickerson's fourth. See, and there's the first bucket of the game for the Crusaders.
That's really good offense created by both the seniors.
Most eyes around this area will be on the Big 12 Championship game as the 5th-ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys take on the 9th-ranked Baylor Bears. The Cowboys defeated the Bears back in October 24-14. And with back
getting your team to buy into deep. Missed the bunny. Rare miss. Ava. And a whistle to Falco. Out of bounds off Josie McClain. All right, good hustle by Taryn Horning and a ball knock. Jones, who goes up over everybody and puts it back up off the window. She didn't even have position. Buhler 2. The dribble safe. Crusaders.
Has really good seniors.
Even if Georgia lost to Alabama, they would
dribbling through traffic off
good
the
shot.
Lackey left wing. Yutzy. Hadley dribbling across the timeline, lost the dribble, saved by Yutzy.
Great weekend of college football. Also Saturday, the 12th annual Salt City Bowl kicks off at Gowan Stadium as the 5th-ranked Hutch JUCO Blue Dragons play the 8th-ranked Hines Community College Eagles. The 2021 Salt City Bowl will feature 2 1,000-yard running backs in Hutchinson's Anwar Lewis and Hines Jeffrey Pittman, and the NJCAA's #1 passer in Hutchinson's Dylan Leibel.
Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report.
Come visit us at Buhler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment or email online at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
At Adams Brown, we go above and beyond to help our clients. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We'd love to show how our team can help your business. Stop by our Hutch location at 30th and Plum or check out adamsbrowncpa.com. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs. above and beyond.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, interior, exterior, or an insurance restoration project, Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. We stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and most importantly, with you, the customer. Erickson Custom Building, proud to support all high school activities. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
HKFM.
Back here at halftime, our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime reports. Crusader basketball brought to you by Johnson Sheet Metal, by the Prairie Bank of Kansas, by WePat Insurance, by Idea Tech, and by Wivco Steel Products. The defensive pressure of Nickerson, quick defense to offense. They scored the first 30 points in this game. That led to 30-0 late first quarter before a Abba Yutzy bucket got it to 30-2 at the end of the first. And then the Crusaders tack on 8 more in the second quarter. 30 though in the first for Nickerson, 30 in the second. They lead by 50 here at halftime, 60-10. It just talked about the defense and then how quickly they transitioned to offense. But I think at the end of the day, it all totals up to the years of experience on one end and then just the youth and the learning curve right now on the other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any question that starting crew for Nickerson has played a lot of basketball together. And you've got, not just experience, but pretty good talent on that group. And they really know what they're trying to get accomplished. It was obvious. Listen, Buhler is obviously not going to win this game, but there's no reason they can't come out and play a competitive second half. Take care of the ball, do the things to get you good looks, and when you get the open look, take it. Don't be afraid to shoot. Take the open look.
Yeah, that's something we wanted from last year, more decisiveness on offense.
Yeah.
And now, at this point in the game, you're coming out of halftime wanting to run through your offense. You have all these young players who see a lot of each other, and that makes them better, but you're not going to be able to see this every day in practice with Josie McClain and Ava Jones. And so being able to run through your offense, just really trying to solidify some stuff, figure out groupings, find who works well with each other, because we see Nickerson, that starting group, like you said, they're flying around, know where people are going to be. These Crusaders still have to figure out how to play with each other and really who to trust, where people are going to be and who can make shots. And as we see Desa Davini coming off the bench, making some shots at critical times to try to get the Crusaders close the margin just a little bit.
I do think, Aaron Carson, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I think I personally would like to see Abby and Marin be a little more aggressive offensively.
Yes.
Come out, set even you may even have to go actively looking for your shot a little bit, but they need those girls to set the tone offensively and force it a little bit, maybe even if they need to.
Well, we'll see how the second half goes. 60-10 here at halftime. We're live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Let Allen Samuels of Hutch help you find the make and model that best suits your lifestyle and budget. Online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. Come by, let's be friends. Second half when we come back on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
This has been the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report. Find Prairie Bank of Kansas online at prairiebankks.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron inviting you to help the environment and put a little cash in your pocket by bringing us your recyclable metals to 700 South Main and Hatch. Have questions? Give us a call at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
During the last few years, we've seen a lot of change. One change that we're very proud of is that data shows alcohol use in Reno County 12th graders is down 11% since 2017. That's awesome. Change happens when people work towards common goals. Everyone can encourage our kids to make good choices. Thanks for being part of the solution. This is Carla from Rise Up Reno Prevention Network. Tell kids when you're proud of them. Rise up, Reno.
HKFM.
Back to start the second half. Nickerson right to left with the ball. Alexis Allen, Josie McLean, Kieran Anches, Destiny Pons, Ava Jones. For Buhler, Ava Combs, Taryn Horning, Maren Lackey, Emmy Stallman, Abby Yutzy. And a rare mistake. And Ava Jones called for traveling. Somehow, though, I think in Ava Jones's mind, she doesn't agree with that.
You don't say. So Nickerson back in the 3-2.
And Buhler
Pons up top.
Tries to feed Horning in the right wing, and it goes off the hand and deflected by Kieran Anches here in front of the Buhler bench. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Crusaders to our right.
I'll tell you the thing I think that's really interesting is even though McLean really runs the point for this Nickerson team, in the 3-2,
Three missed by Horning.
Got McLean back under the basket, largely I think because, I mean, obviously she's a good rebounder, but she's such a good passer. Coach McLean trying to get
Jones inside of McLean. Layup missed. Rebound Jones. And Jones now with 23.
You put McLean back under the basket, and your ability to advance the ball on the break just gets better and better.
Pass to Maren Lackey, left side circle, knocked away, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Crusaders on their end of the floor. Lackey into Yutzy. Maren looking for her first bucket of the year. Here's Combs out high. Ava Combs not afraid to shoot the basketball. Inside a Yutzy through her hands, taken away, stolen by Josie McLean.
I think Maren can shoot that.
Nickerson right to left, the other way. McLean inside, missed the shot. And out of bounds. It'll be Buhler ball. It's not very often. I know we've glowed a lot tonight on Ava Jones, but I can think on a couple of fingers the Division I players that on any kind of a normal timeline that we see. Here's a shot. Good by Yutzy at the foul line. She's got 4.
I love that. You know, we were talking about it. I think Abby needs to be aggressive offensively. Yeah, I agree. We haven't had a chance to see that many kids that can do what she can do.
Yeah, there's Jones inside. Good defense, standing her ground. Stallman that time, shot missed. Rebound Buhler the other way. All right, Jones make that. Combs, I'm sorry, picked up her dribble. It's going to be called for traveling. Pretty special one that we got to watch play for 4 years in McPherson, who is now just
lighting it up.
Oh, Tanner is the things she's doing at Oklahoma now. Good grief.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Nickerson back with the ball. I'm 62-12. 6:13 to go in the third. Panthers have it right side circle. Alexis Allen drives, lost her dribble, gets it back, puts it up and in. And Alexis has 7.
You just can't give up straight line drive like that to the basket. It just messes everything up when you allow that kind of dribble penetration. Good shot by Taryn.
Here's Horning, 10-footer right side, knocks it down. Second bucket of the game for Taryn, and it's 64-14. Panthers the other way with a double-digit lead. 5:39 to go in the third. Jones with an easy teardrop from the right baseline and score it.
And she is good with her back to the basket, Aaron.
66-14. And a steal. Taken away Nickerson. Layup at the other end is good by Kieran Anches.
Aaron, it seems like in today's kind of basketball ethos where everybody's wanting to shoot threes, you don't watch high school kids that are so good with their back to the basket very much anymore. It's been fun to watch her tonight.
Ava Combs misses. Left side rebound, Maren Lackey. Horning dribbling through traffic. That's where Horning.
That little 10, 15-foot jump shot.
Absolutely.
Jumper.
Find your space.
Yeah.
Inside the other way. Anches missed, but they call her for traveling, and we're a foul over the back. They're going to call on Ava Jones coming in for the rebound as Gracie Ward and Natalia Krafels will return for Buhler. A host of new players on the floor for Nickerson. Adelaide Morrell is a 5'6" freshman. She checks in, as does Avery Hambrick, a 5'7" sophomore. Brooklyn Perry, a 5'6" junior now in the game. Khalees Abernathy had 10 first-half points. She returns. They're out there with Ayla Anches, a sophomore, and a steal. 68-14. The other way, shot inside, missed by Morrell. And a rebound. Fought for on the deck. Lackey tied up. And they're going to give Buhler the ball on the arrow. Kaylin Seeley will return for the Crusaders. And Marin Lackey out. Are some encouraging things we talked about with these young kids really not being afraid to
not at all.
Go right at the more experienced players. So he tried Crafels on a feed inside. It's going to be stolen away by Khalees Abernathy. Nickerson back up the floor with a comfortable lead here. 4:11 to go in the third. Right side circle is Brooklyn Perry. Perry, Buhler and a man, and a steal inside by Taryn Horning. Taryn rips it away, ahead to Yutzy. Abby up far side of the floor, right corner, three on the way, missed by Ord. Rebound out of bounds to who? It's going to stay with the Lady Crusaders.
Yeah.
Number 20, Faith Miller.
Here is Faith Miller, a 5'6" sophomore into the Buhler lineup. Taryn Horning will go out. And I do think if Taryn can drive, we used to talk with Haley Miller a lot about that.
That's right.
Don't let your size be a disadvantage. Find space in the middle of the floor.
And use your body to get into the defender and then use that space that's created.
There's a shot missed inside, rebound Nickerson. Panthers the other way, turnaround 10-footer missed by Brooklyn Perry. Rebound Buhler underneath, ripped down by Charlie Baxter. Check that. I'm sorry, it's Faith Miller. Shot in the right corner, missed by Yutzy.
You know what, though? That's a wide open look and a good shot to take.
Here is Charlie Baxter back into the Buhler lineup. And Yutzy will go out with 3:20 to play in the third. The ball went out of bounds off Nickerson. So the Crusaders will play it in under their own bucket. Down 68-14. Ord into Crafels. Far side circle, Miller. Up top to Ord. Nickerson still in that zone defense. Kaylin Seeley, right side circle. Find Crafels in the middle of the lane.
Oh, what
with
a move.
Runner. It's good for Natalia Crafels, her first field goal. And it's 68-16.
Aaron Crafels has some game, has a little something there.
Panthers the other way. Abernathy, good defense. Rebound Nickerson, though, put back on the backside by Morrell. 70-16. Nickerson so good at crashing the boards. Buhler the other way. Here is Miller in space in the far side. Right side circle to Seeley, drives, fouled hard. Missed the shot off the bottom of the iron, but she'll have two at the line. Fouled inside by Khalees Abernathy. That'll be the second on the sophomore.
You know, that's something Alex Hutton, when the Crusaders needed her to score, that was her strong suit, and that's something that Kaylin Seeley is going to have to be able to develop in these next 2 years.
Seeley at the line, a first is good. Well, I know you both have heard me preach go to the basket many times.
Man, when you can attack the paint, especially with the dribble drive, it opens up shooters everywhere on the floor. Even if you don't get the layup, as the defense collapses, all of your shooters are just left by themselves.
Abernathy missed the shot, gets her own rebound. One thing Buhler's got to do better
Clear the glass.
Is clear the glass. Defensive rebounding, they've got to get better.
Yeah.
Second effort by Abernathy is good, and it's 72-18. Buhler the other way. Seeley dribbling through traffic. Takes it inside. Kick out up top to Miller. Near side Ord along two. Missed back iron. Well, you see Gracie talked about her being a baller, just rushing that shot just a little bit.
Yeah, even it's interesting that you say that. Even though I would agree with you, that shot was rushed, still her follow-through is pretty. I mean, that's a kid that can do a thing.
There's Crafels on the inbound. Missed the shot, but she is fouled.
Aaron, we saw it right there. She jumps really well. She's long up in the air. That's a really good, just that natural athletic ability will serve her well.
Foul inside on Adelaide Morrell. As Crafels misses at the line. You know, and Natalia, she's 5'10". She's not a big 5'10", if that makes sense.
Not yet, but again, she's only a freshman. You have no idea, you know, as she lifts and develops.
So that much more impressive that she really doesn't have any fear.
No, not at all. And, you know, she's in there. guarding Abernathy, and Abernathy's quite a bit bigger than she is and blocked her
Ward
shot.
almost stole the ball away, then a shot inside by Abernathy, blocked by Crafels.
Yeah.
Buhler the other way, 72-19. Seeley for three, misses back iron. A rebound underneath, pulled down by Nickerson's Brooklyn Perry. Panthers back the other way, right to left with 93 seconds to go in the quarter, 72-19. Here is Khalees Abernathy off the window, no. Rebound to Natalia Crafels.
Again, great defense by Crafels. She's been impressive.
Plays it ahead to Gracie Ord. Nickerson squats back in that zone.
Crafels is winded. She
Inside, they try to feed Natalia, and it's poked away from behind, out of bounds off Nickerson. Yutzy, Combs, Horning, and Lackey back in.
Crafels is giving them fantastic minutes right now.
Those four, and Natalia Crafels will stay on the floor. Taryn Horning to play the ball in, right of the basket. Off to Combs. Combs baseline jumper. Missed.
Great
Long
job.
rebound.
Offensive rebound. That was created by Crafels again.
Tapped out to Yutzy. Here is Combs up top. Yutzy plays it far side circle to Lackey. Marin's got it. 53 seconds to go in the quarter, up near the timeline. She'll be picked up by Morrell. Near side Horning. Taryn dribbling across the top of the key. Plays it to Jones, left side, right side. Marin for three, in and out, no good. Rebound Horning. Little T back up, missed. Rebound Nickerson. And it's pulled down by Samantha Seitnader. Into the ball game, the 5'5 junior, left side three, missed by Brooklyn Perry. Rebound Combs. Combs has got a Yutzy up the floor, ahead. Abby layup. Oh, and she took a step. Yutzy took an extra step to the bucket. Really, quite honestly, Combs needed to get her the ball about a step or two sooner.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've talked about it all night, how Nickerson goes from defense to offense so fast. That's the thing. As soon as you get the ball, you got to look up the court, and if you have a teammate up there, get them the ball out in front of everybody.
7 ticks on the clock here in the third, and the ball is knocked out of bounds on Nickerson's end of the floor. They're going to be a foul called underneath on Abby Yutzy. That'll be her first team foul of the second half. 6.2 showing, 72-19. Nickerson to play it in. They'll work it to Morrell. Off right side circle, now a drive, and the floater missed by Adelaide Morrell, but a foul call that'll put the freshman at the line with 4/10 left here. And that'll be the first on Ava Combs. 72-19. And Morrell for the first. Up and good. Well, with all the key Nickerson players on the bench, this has become a much different game.
Without a doubt.
Morrell hits 2 at the line. She's got 4 here in the second half. And that'll get us to the end of the third. 74-19. 8 minutes to go in our season opener in the Fieldhouse. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
If you need a piece of metal or an angle for a small project or a complete fabrication project done, call us at Johnson Sheet Metal or stop by 512 South Main in Hutchinson. We know metal. This is Sarah Johnson, and my family has been in business for 99 years. With a huge stock of different sheets, shapes of steel, stainless, galvanized, and aluminum, Johnson Sheet Metal has what you need. We cut to size, bend, roll, punch, or weld to your specifications, and can make your ag replacement panels too. Johnson Sheet Metal.
Hutchinson Community College is enrolling now for spring. Take classes in Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or online. They're affordable, convenient, and flexible. Call 888-GO-HUTCH or email admissions@hutchcc.edu today.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
HKFM.
Well, the starters from both teams are back out to start the final 8 minutes here. Nickerson outscored Buhler 14-9 in the third at 74-19.
Oh, great play by Abby.
And Abby Yutzy deflects a pass inside. Ball knocked away, but Karen Arch is there to pick it up and then fouled from behind. by Marin Lackey. That'll be the first of the game on Marin. Third team foul of the half on the Crusaders. Coach McLean with his starters back in, although I don't anticipate them to play terribly long. Here's Pons, left side baseline shot missed. Rebound of the lane, Abby Yutzy. Yutzy up the floor, ahead to Lackey. Marin's three, yes!
What a girl.
Great setup, transition three for Marin Lackey.
74-22, Lackey 25% from beyond the arc a year ago. She had those 5 threes in that game at Towanda. Shot inside Jones, got it to hang and fall.
Shot took the victory lap.
76-22. Taryn Horning the other way, left to right across the timeline. T plays it in the corner to Marin Lackey. Back up top to Taryn. She'll load and pop from 3. Short, out of bounds. Yutzy tried mightily to save that one, but couldn't get a hand on it. It'll be Nickerson ball here with a running clock now and 6:56 to go in the game. Pons right to left across the timeline. Near side circle to Karen Anches. Anches dribbling
nice play.
Across the top of the key ball, knocked away by Combs. Saved by Nickerson, though. It seemed like even when Buhler makes a good play inside Pons, Nickerson just always seems to be in the right place tonight. You know, just somehow the ball always falls in their lap. Horning up top at 2, missed. Forced that one. Rebound Jones ahead to Pons. Well, you got to get back on defense.
Aaron, they just go D to O so fast. I mean, it's just
80-22.
In the blink of an eye.
Seeley, Ord, also Crafels, and Miller will come back in. Those 4. And I believe Yutzy will be on the floor. Panthers have cleared their bench as well. Morrell back in along with Seitnader, also Hambrick. Abernathy checks into the game, as does Perry. 80-22, 5:59 left here in the game. And here's a 3 missed by Faith Miller in the right corner. Rebound Nickerson. Samantha Seitnader right to left across that timeline. Feeds it near side circle to Morrell. Inside they work it to Abernathy. They just used
her size to clear space so that she could get that shot up. It's really good offense.
82-22. It's an even 60 for the Panthers right now.
Abernathy's just a sophomore, Aaron. She's going to be pretty good.
Here's Yutzy, cut off by Abernathy. Plays it behind her. Nice pass, but Ord can't finish. And a tie-up on the rebound. The arrow will keep the ball on Buhler's end of the floor with 5:12 to go in the game. Yutzy made a nice pass there into Ord.
Hey, I think Abby's done some nice things. I was sitting here trying to think about it, Aaron. Abby reminds me a little bit of Morgan Rohr.
There's a shot inside for Yutzy. And, you know, she's one of those kids, too. She's such a nice kid. So easy to cheer for.
Absolutely.
82-24.
But Morgan kind of did that, too. Just did a little bit of everything.
Yeah. And there's a traveling called on Nickerson. Of course, Morgan was a starter on that team that went to state for the Crusaders.
That's right.
Team that beat Nickerson, or excuse me, beat McPherson in the sub-state final.
There we go.
Shot inside, missed. Rebound Yutzy and a foul.
Great backdoor cut there by Yutzy, and good eyes by Charlie to see that.
I was trying to think what year that was. Of course, Buhler last went to state in 2020. Played these Panthers in the opening round. That was the I still remember us driving home from that game and getting the call that the tournament was
canceled,
called off.
That's right.
Abby Yutzy missing the first free throw at the line. She'll have one more. And she makes the second, 1-2. Abby's got 7. 82-25. The other way, score it.
I think it's McDonald.
That is Carly McDonald, a 5'10 junior who scores it. And a timeout, Buhler. 3:23 left here to go. 84-25. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Shoot and score this upcoming winter season with Hutch Rec Youth Basketball Leagues. Registration is now open for both recreation and competitive leagues for youth in 1st through 6th grades through December 12th. Register in person at Hutch Rec downtown at 17 East 1st or online at hutchrec.com. Games start in January and are played on Saturdays. For more information, visit hutchrec.com and follow Hutch Rec on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
HKFM.
3:23 to play here in the game. 84-25. Buhler with it. And a right corner three. Gracie Orr, that was maybe the best look she's had. In and out, no good. Rebound. Stick back won't go for Charlie Baxter.
Nice
a great
play.
hustle play by Baxter to get the ball back after the rebound by Nickerson. Baxter with a left-handed three, missed. Rebound inside. Yutzy! Yes! Boy, all of that bucket, the result of just some good hustle.
Absolutely. Baxter did a great job. Yutzy in there working the glass.
84-27. Nickerson the other way. Here is Morrell in the right corner. Morrell driving inside, tied up. And on the arrow to the Buhler ball. Here comes Ava Combs, Marin Lackey, Taryn Horning. Also Natalia Krafels and Desa Deviney back into the Buhler lineup. How do you like that early on? I got them all, man.
It's very impressive.
Locked in.
Amazing.
Aaron, that is why they pay you the medium-sized bucks.
I'm telling you. Here's Ava Combs, left wing three. Well, we're going to get to the guys game, and I know all the guys. But, Carson, if you've seen the roster, but like half of them changed their numbers. That's really going to throw me off.
A lot of changed numbers. A lot of changed numbers. A lot of new faces, too. Some of those JV guys coming up. Excited to watch that matchup.
Shot inside, missed by Buhler. Rebound Nickerson, 1:50 to go. Sightnader has it right side circle, dumps it inside to McDonald. Up top to Morrell. Boy, look at Ava Combs getting in the kitchen there of Hambrick and forces the tie-up. It's just effort by the sophomore.
You know, it's hard, Aaron, because you're watching right now largely what a JV team, minus Marin would look like. And this would be a very good JV team. And it's kind of been the Buhler thing for the last number of years where you have a whole bunch of kids that should probably be playing JV that are forced into varsity action.
Yeah, Horning missed the three in the right corner. Combs rebound put back inside. There's no doubt in my mind that if all the freshmen were on the freshman team, they would dominate.
Absolutely.
Deviney inside missed. And a rebound for Nickerson. 53 seconds left.
Kids like Krafels and Ord have been good here. What would they be like playing against other 14 and 15-year-olds?
Brooklyn Perry knocks down a three and gets the Nickerson fans fired up. 87-27, 37 seconds left. Horning with a fadeaway from the elbow, missed. Rebound out of bounds to Nickerson. Now the Panthers are going to win it. 87-27 the score. Much better effort in the second half of these Lady Crusaders, though. Didn't play afraid tonight, which 17 on the clock. Sightnader dribbling with it. Plays it to Hambrick. Hambrick again. Boy, Ava Combs. That is
just not quitting.
2 series in a row where she's just eating Hambrick's lunch. Fell on the right knee awkwardly. Gets up. Time is going to run out. And that'll be your ball game. 87-27 is the final. Nickerson 1-0, and they'll head off to the Heston tournament. They host Heston coming up on Tuesday night for their home opener. And that is their only home game in December. Lady Crusaders off on the road. They head north on Tuesday to take on Solano South. 27 is the final. And we'll bring you final totals coming up, brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. That is next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Stay tuned for the Shirt Shack postgame show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whifco Steel Products Player of the Game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, 37 Print Co. in Hutch has you covered. Hi, I'm Amanda. Check out our work on Facebook, 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
We're warming things up at Next-Tech Wireless with a great gift. Black Friday and beyond, you'll get a new device on us up to $9.99. That includes the new iPhone 13 Pro and Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Bring your number to us and get a $100 Visa gift card today. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is ready to get you set up and we'll even put a bow on it. Come visit, call, or text us at 877-621-2600. We are Kansas.
Hi, this is Jen Stallman with the Buhler Booster Club. Check out the Crusader Closet at our next home football game. Our customized designs and inventory are updated continually. From seats to blankets, t-shirts and sweatshirts, shorts and joggers, Crusader Closet has you covered for all things Buhler. All sales support our Crusader students through the Buhler Booster Club. Like the Buhler High School Booster Club page on Facebook to keep up to date and outfit your entire family with the Buhler gear they want at the Crusader Closet.
It's that time of year again, Kansas. Cash for Clunkers is back at all Midway Motors locations. That's right, push, pull, or drag your old ride in for at least $2,500 in trade-in value. Plus, we're including a 2-year maintenance package with every vehicle purchased through December 4th. Every mile of life means more for your trade and better care for your new ride. See us in Hutchinson, Newton, McPherson, Hillsboro, or at midwaymotors.com.
HKFM.
And welcome back on our Crusader Locker Room show. Crusader basketball tonight. Brought to you in part by Midway Motors, by Fee Insurance, by APAC Shears, also by H&R Block, and by Hutch Rec. 87-27 the final tonight. Nickerson outscoring Buhler in the first half of this game, 60-10. Nickerson still outscores Buhler in the second half, but I'll take that 27-17 effort.
Without a doubt.
And again, you know, we talked about it. Buhler obviously early getting punched in the mouth, but not backing down and not showing timidity or any give up at all, and that's a good sign.
No, especially from the young kids. It was really impressive. I thought to see the underclassmen come in, and let's be honest. I mean, if you're starting your first varsity game, or if you're playing in your first varsity game, to draw Nickerson is just like the worst draw.
It's a tough couple games, you know. Nickerson, Salina South got to go to the Cougars, and then you have Hutch, Circle, McPherson. That's one heck of a way to start your season, and with how many seniors they lost, that was their whole offense with the 3 posts down low. And to be able to start your season and not play very many league games with all this young talent, I mean, it honestly will help the program better. It may not look good on the record, but it's amazing for these girls to be able to experience this level of competition headed into league play and tournament play.
Yeah, I think without a doubt, Carson, I agree with you. I would also argue that I think that in terms of how you even prepare for that, there's no way to practice against that. There's not enough. You don't have that kind of athlete to practice against, and so you have to use these early non-league games as an opportunity to get better, and you really have to approach it that way, almost as just an opportunity to see what you can do. To get better, to practice against playing kids that are bigger, longer, stronger.
Yes.
Especially for those young kids. Aaron, Carson, I was impressed with the underclassmen today. I think they're going to be really good as they continue to develop. Coach Mitchell-Stetter's got to be just ecstatic to have that kind of ability coming in the program.
Yeah, in the meantime, and I don't think they will, just watching them tonight, you got to weather the storm and not give up. And just the appearance of a group of kids that's not going to do that.
I agree.
Be fun to watch them develop, and they get into league play. Aside from McPherson, they're going to be in those league games, I think. So we'll see how it goes moving forward. Our final stats tonight as we break down the game, brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at AdamsBrownCPA.com. Scoring for Nickerson, game high 27 for Ava Jones. So special. Khalees Abernathy with 14, Destiny Pons with 9, Carly McDonald with 2, Adelaide Morrell with 4, Kieran Unches with 5, Ayla Unches with 2, 8 for Josie McLean, and 7 for Alexis Allen. Buhler was led by Abby Yutzy's 9, 5 from Natalia Krafels, 4 from Taryn Horning, 3 from Erin Lackey, 2 for Kaylin Seeley, and 4 off the bench for Desa Deviney. 87-27 the final. Our play and player of the game, and we'll hear from Coach when we come back. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Red Rock Auto Center, by Edgar Family Dental, by Phoenix Restoration, and by Schmidt Electric here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
More of the Shirt Shack postgame show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless.
From the minute you walk into Dr. Edgar's office, it's very cozy and warm. The gals that work there are just super sweet and super kind and really make an effort to get to know you and ask about you and your family. So they've definitely built relationships with their customers at Dr. Edgar's.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Edgar, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office on East 30th to make an appointment today at Edgar Family Dental.
Where patients come first.
At Adams Brown, our clients are the center of everything we do. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We're proud to have been named to the Inside Public Accountants Top 200 Firms for our 5th consecutive year. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
Rod here from Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro. Farmers and ranchers, we know managing your costs is a huge part of making your farm operation profitable. That's why at Rod's Tire we offer a wide variety of ag tires in stock and ready to install. For your tires for the farm, family, or fleet, give us a call today at Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
HKFM.
All right, back here on our Crusader Locker Room show while we wait for Coach. We'll get to our the player of the game. Our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game tonight. Phillip on the top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more. Dix Phillips 66, family-owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson, where every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66. We'll take you back to right at the end of the first quarter. It was 30-0 in favor of the Lady Panthers, and a nice play from Erin Lackey to Abby Yutzy. Across the timeline, lost the dribble, saved by Yutzy. Abby dribbling through traffic off the Lackey, left wing three, in and out, no good. Rebound Yutzy, and there's the first bucket of the game for the Crusaders.
That's really good offense created by both the seniors.
And our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game, a little bit of everything from Abby Yutzy, and did some nice things. No, you mentioned like to see her be a little more aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought, and I still think Abby and Marin are going to have to probably be a little more aggressive in looking for their shots. I thought Abby did a good job of that. Marin had a couple of good looks in the second half. Offense with a young team that's still kind of learning the system is going to be tough to come by early on in the year. So those two kids and Taryn, all three of them really, are going to have to look to be aggressive, especially if they're able to turn the corner and get to the basket. Anything they can get going to the basket. You know, you saw tonight, kind of sitting and thinking about it, almost all of the offense came off of jump shots. But as they continue to grow, they're going to have to get into the paint with their dribble and use that to create offense.
And Carson, you mentioned really it was Yutzy and Krafels that impressed you most tonight. We gave Abby our play of the game, and she's a freshman. It's her first game. 5 big points for Natalia Krafels, and we'll make her our WIFCO Steel Products player of the game tonight. From the storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, Whiffco Steel Products, the expert in the steel fabrication, online at whiffcosp.com. We haven't seen Coach yet. And hopefully we'll get some comments. Haven't seen the kids come out yet either.
I've seen a few.
So I know Coach looks forward to our visits after the game. It's her favorite part of coaching.
I have it on good authority that that's not the case.
It's been a long time. We'll give her a few.
Yeah, absolutely. I did remind her, so hopefully we'll get Coach, and looking forward to watching this team go forward. Salina South on Tuesday, then home against Hutch next Friday. Guys, coming up, and exciting to watch this guys game. Of course, the two big players back in Isaiah Hernandez and Jack Voth that I think everybody's excited about watching. And boy, Jack was so big. Finished late in the season with his career best 24 in that circle game to finish out the regular season. And Zay Hernandez, who's just so quick on defense, such a good distributor, but I think is really going to have to step up as a scorer.
I agree.
For this team this year as well. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Apple Lane Animal Hospital, by Erickson Custom Building, by Yoder Meats, by McKenzie Paint and Body, and by the Photo Cowboy. There is Coach. And again, elsewhere around the league tonight, McPherson at Dodge City, Winfield at Arc City, Goddard at Augusta, Belle Plaine at Clearwater, Mulvane at Wellington, and Nickerson at Buhler. On our network, Haven at Trinity Catholic, Hillsboro at Sterling, St. John at Stafford, and Lions at Ellsworth. Live streaming on our Astra Radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless, because you're mobile and need to stay connected. Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. What's up, Coach? We missed you.
I know. It's been quite a while face-to-face talking.
I know. First of all, how's Biddy basketball going?
You know, it is my favorite because I get to coach little girls. I don't have a little girl, so I get my girl time, like little girl time. It's pretty entertaining, to say the least. I think last week Jacoby got hit in the head and just fell flat and gave everyone a thumbs up that he was okay. So.
All right. I think we play each other at some point. So.
Oh, well, bring it on.
I'm ready. So, on the high school level tonight, you know, you expected just with Jones and McLean such a combination for Nickerson to really be tough. But I was so impressed by just the resiliency and the not give up in your kids.
Oh yeah, they every possession. I told them once we were down that we don't worry about the score. We just play one possession at a time. Play one play at a time. And I think they stepped up and they played a little bit of defense and made some good stops. But you know, when you play one of the best teams in the state, they're gonna get their points.
Yeah, and we talked about just with a young team, the sophomores and freshmen that you're playing. It's a group of kids that hasn't played together a lot, so but you've got some kids that can play there.
Well, if you think about it, they play a split season in middle school. So some of those freshmen haven't played almost for a year in a school basketball game. So, and then I told them the momentum of a varsity game versus an 8th grade basketball game is a lot faster, and I think they figured it out. We kind of threw them in with the Wolves tonight, but I thought a couple of them stepped up. Natalia did a great job rebounding and getting fouled, getting to the line. Gracie stepped up at the point guard position. So I think it'll be a lot of fun once they realize that it's a very fast-paced game.
And how about Desa with the game winner in the JV game?
Oh, yeah. She's living on a high right now. As soon as she saw me, she's like, Coach, I made it.
That's
so
pretty cool.
That's a great for her. She's kind of our unsung hero that always works hard and just does great. She deserved that shot.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for your time, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
See you on Tuesday.
That is Coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. We're back. We'll get you set for the men's contest coming up next here on HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. At Buhler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdowdds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Need a little morale pick-me-up in your office? Did you know updating your old fluorescent troffers with flat panel LEDs can boost employee morale and productivity? Sunflower Electric will come to your office, lay out a design, and provide a free estimate that can have big dividends. New flat panel LEDs give better lighting output using less wattage and lasting longer, which means savings for you. Call today at 620-662-0531 or stop by your local Sunflower Electric supply in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal.
During the last few years, we've seen a lot of change. One change that we're very proud of is that data shows alcohol use in Reno County 12th graders is down 11% since 2017. That's awesome. Change happens when people work towards common goals. Everyone can encourage our kids to make good choices. Thanks for being part of the solution. This is Carla from Rise Up Reno Prevention Network. Tell kids when you're proud of them. Rise Up Reno.
HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back as we get set for Crusader men's basketball here on HKFM. And we talk about this guys game. That's giving me starters in Morris code here, I think. And a 12 and a 22. Okay.
You got it.
All right. Hey, I can count. I'm impressed. We talked early in the broadcast tonight about just the senior leadership. We talked about the scoring. Max Alexander, so dynamic, and then the toughness and just what Hawkinson and Reed Scott bring. That's a lot to replace. It's going to be really fun to see who those guys are that step up and fill those roles.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the most enjoyable things, I think, about the early part of the season. Before you kind of have a handle on who everybody is and what their role is going to be, and who are those young guys that are going to step up. I always think on a teams, there's usually, one guy that nobody's really expecting to come through, and they end up being kind of a key cog in the machine. Who's that guy going to be? You expect Isaiah to be a good ball handler, a very good distributor. You expect he's going to find guys open. Obviously, you expect Jack's going to score a lot of points, but it can't just be those two guys.
Right.
Other guys are going to have to step up, and I'm excited to see who it is.
Yeah, I think Ricker, Meyer, Stambaugh, there's a whole group of guys there that have a chance to do some things. Kind of really changes the team, though, is Jack Voth. Most people may not realize he had more made threes last year than Max Alexander did. And he's such a presence at 6'5", but he really stretches the team, and he forces the big from the other team to have to come out and guard him, and bigs don't like to do that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm interested to see really what Coach does with Dietrich, who's 6'4", in the I hate to steal your thunder, but he'll be starting. So will Jack really play more of a swing wing player, or will they post Jack up? Will they let Dietrich kind of play down low so that Jack can move around and have a little more flexibility off the ball? I'm interested to see how that works out. And I love having two guys that are 6'4", 6'5", who should be able to go in and really clean the glass. So, we were talking about it off the air. We think Buhler wants to run, and if they can get rebounds, clear the defensive glass, and get out on the run, I think this is a team that has the firepower that should have the outside shooting to be really fun to watch.
This Nickerson team won just 5 games a year ago. They graduated 15 seniors off the roster. Played Buhler twice, of course, in the sub-state semifinals. Buhler won that game 66-53. Carson Lynn, though, is back as a senior. He's one to watch. Wearing number 12 tonight. He had 17 points, 5 made threes from the outside. Buhler and Nickerson will get to the starting lineups and tip it off next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Next, the Crusader men tip-off in the second half of tonight's doubleheader. We're leading up to game time with the Midway Motors drive to the game. Stay tuned as Buhler Crusader basketball continues on HKFM.
Precision. You might not see it, but it's inside every pound of the Countryside Feed family of feed rations. Livestock nutrition mixed so meticulously that even when delivered by the ton, these ingredients are measured precisely to the ounce. And that shows up in more pounds at the scale and more milk in the tank. To learn more, go to countrysidefeed.com or stop by and see us in Hillsboro or Mound Ridge.
Your livestock need top quality feed, made with pride by Countryside.
At H&R Block, we're here all year at tax time or anytime to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
Hi, this is Jade with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler, Kansas. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you'll talk to a live person from our offices in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Yoder Meats is way more than just meat, but if you're looking for grain-fed, locally raised, antibiotic-free, and no hormone-added beef, Yoder Meats is the place. Feed the family with your choice of bundles or smaller butcher bags designed with a variety of meats to fit your needs. They have exotic meats too, and a wide variety of delicious cheeses, baked goods, groceries, specialty candies, gift items, and even products for your pet. Get it all at Yoder Meats in Yoder, open 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Find specials at yodermeatsks.com.
HKFM.
And welcome back here to Jim Baker Fieldhouse. Let's take a look at our HCO Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups. Located inside Heartland Credit Union on North Main and Hutchinson, dedicated to you succeeding in life. For the Nickerson Panthers, coached by Curtis Field. A 5'9" senior, number 1, Grant Tetro. A 6'2" senior, number 2, Dylan Huggard. A 5'9" junior, number 10, Cohen Stars. A 5'11" senior, number 12, Carson Len. And a 6' junior, number 22, Colton Morrell. Tetro, Huggard, Stars, Len, and Morrell for the Nickerson Panthers. For the Buhler Crusaders, Ryan Swanson in his 7th season. They start the year ranked number 7. They would look like this. A guard, a 6'2" junior, number 11, Grant Ricker, played in 17 games last year. Another guard, a 6'2" junior, number 13, Wade Meyer. He played in 17 games. Had a field goal, just 1 of 1 a year ago. The third guard, a 5'11" senior, number 14, Isaiah Hernandez. Averaged 7 points, 3 assists as a starter last season, 35% from beyond the arc. His team was 6-0 last year when he scored in double figures. In the post, a 6'4" junior, number 2, Diedrich Willard Trass. And the big fella, 6'5", a junior, number 34, Jack Voth. He was a double-figure scorer in 17 of Buhler's 20 games last year. Averaged 14 points and 6 rebounds. Trass, Ricker, Meyer, Hernandez, and Voth. Buhler will be in their home whites, trimmed in maroon numerals. Nickerson, their road blues. The gold trim and white numerals. Here West, Matt Atherton, Carson Muller, courtside tonight at Jim Baker, and set to go with Crusader basketball here on KWHK Hutchinson and the Crusader Sports Network. Brought to you in part by Apple Lane Animal Hospital, Erickson Custom Building, by Yoder Meats, McKinsey Paint and Body, and the Photo Cowboy. Jack Voth tipping against Dylan Huggard, and Buhler will win the tip, and here we go. From right to left, Big Jack inside, took it strong, missed the shot, and a lot of contact, and a foul on the rebound.
Boy, that's a bummer. Jack had a good look, missed the look, but the bigger bummer is you pick up a foul 90 feet from the basket. I know that that's not ideal.
If there's a guy on your team you can't get in foul trouble, he'd probably be it. Nickerson the other way, traveling inside on Dylan Huggard. It'll be the first turnover on the Panthers. Nothing, just underway here from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth tonight. Online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. Come by, let's be friends. Here is Zay Hernandez. Off to Wade Meyer. Up top to Ricker. Grant drives, kicks. Voth Cross court to Trask. Trask didn't get a lot of time last year. Big opportunity for him. Here's Zay inside. Shot blocked. Tried to take it left baseline with the left. And it's knocked out of bounds by Cohen Starnes. It'll stay with Buhler on their end of the floor to our left. Here is Voth. Up top to Trask. Diedrich Willard Trask to Zay for three. Got it! Boy. Isaiah Hernandez.
He knew it right out of his hand, you could tell.
Well, the theme last year when he scored, Buhler won. They could use him hot from the outside. Floater the other way. Nice take. Carson Lynn can play. He had 17 in that sub-state semifinal loss last year. And he knocks the shot down there to make it 3-2. 6:48 to go here in the first. Buhler the other way. Hernandez across the timeline, right to left. Off to Voth. Into Ricker now. Free throw line. Jumper. Got it.
Boy, Ricker looks really comfortable in pre.
Long shot, far side. Lynn missed. Rebound Buhler. Knocked loose up the floor, and that skids off Grant Ricker out of bounds under the Nickerson bucket. It'll be Panther ball. Check that under the Buhler bucket. It'll be Panther ball linked to the floor.
Yeah, I think Wade was thinking he could weasel that ball into Ricker, threw it out in front of him. Probably should have gone to Isaiah, but it's hard to fault the aggressiveness.
Here is Nickerson. A nice backdoor cut. Pass good. Layup good by Huggard. And it's a one-point game, 5-4. Mentioned in the pregame, this Nickerson team lost 15 seniors. That is insane.
Oh, yeah.
And they've still got quite a bit of experience back, if that's possible. There's a pass inside, deflected out of bounds. Substitution early. Ethan Stambaugh, 5'11 junior. Wearing number 3 for the Crusaders, and played in 12 games, was 0 of 2 from the field a year ago. Here's Voth inside for 2. It's good. Some point this year, the old slammer is coming back.
The old slammer.
I don't know when, but it's going to happen.
I'd like to see one tonight.
So would that massive Buhler student section.
Nickerson the other way, down 3, 7-4, 5:45 to play in the quarter. 3 right corner by Lynn, missed. Offensive board for the Panthers. Tatro's got it. They play it inside a touch to Huggard. Now right baseline, shot missed by Carson Lynn. Pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Nickerson. Jack might be the most physical presence the Buhler's had. I guess you'd throw Grant Owens in there, but since Jace Williams.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And the difference is that while Grant did a good job, Grant was never going to win a whole lot of races up and down the floor. Jack can run. I mean, Jack can really get out and run.
Jack Voth nearly forced a turnover in that inbound play. Goes back out of bounds off Voth. And the mullet makes his first appearance.
Speedy.
Matt Eddy, 6'1 junior, into the ball game.
He got a trim this week.
Our fellow broadcast partner, Tyler Adams, of course, coined the phrase during the football season that any time is Eddie time. There's a pull-up shot far side, missed by Carson Lynn. Rebound Buhler up the floor. Ricker couldn't handle a pass from Stambaugh. Buhler, though, gets it back. Stambaugh, I believe, up and in for 2.
Nice job by Ethan, just kind of being in the right place at the right time. Immediately got the ball, put it up on the glass.
That's the first varsity field goal for Ethan. 9-4, Buhler up. 5:02 to play in the first. Now Eddie forcing it. Turnover, great hustle by Matt.
That is an excellent play by Matt Eddy.
Buhler the other way. There's a guy, too. We're talking about replacing Hernandez. What a pass inside to Eddy. Shot missed, though. Rebound Nickerson. There's a guy on this team that could replace the toughness, just the hustle of Reed Scott. It's Matt Eddy.
Yeah, I agree with you completely.
Up top, 3 missed by Grant Tatro. Rebound Buhler up 9-4. What a pass. Foul inside. Eddy's headed to the line for 2. Zay Hernandez.
I love how
such vision.
Yeah, he plays with his eyes up all the time. Anytime you are on the floor with Isaiah, you better be paying attention because he'll hit you right in the head with the ball.
Matt Eddy is headed to the free throw line. He has 2 coming here. First is off the back iron, no good. Eddy played in 3 games last year, looking for his first varsity points. The foul on Dylan Huggard, his team's first. Substitution here. Jeffrey Neal, the 6'1 sophomore, is 33. He checks in. And Grant Ricker goes out. Second free throw, there it is. first varsity point for Matthew Eddy. And it's 10-4, a 6-point game, and we've got a whistle on the rebound. It is going to be Buhler ball. So Nickerson with a turnover after the made free throw. And Buhler's got it back up 6, 10-4, 4:24 to play here in the first quarter. Here's Voth with it, rifles it to the left corner. Lackey corner. And Isaiah Hernandez knocks down his second of the game. And Nickerson with a timeout. 4:14 to play in the first. Buhler 13, Nickerson 4. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Newfeld's Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Newfeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
At Dix Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dix offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
HKFM.
Fellas, if Zay Hernandez can shoot like that on a consistent basis this year, look out.
Well, and here's the thing. If Isaiah can do that, all it's going to do is create more space for everybody else, because eventually defenses are going to have to way overplay on him, and then all of those spot-up shooters are going to have a whole lot of open looks.
Panthers suddenly down 9 the other way. Pull-up shot left side missed by Colton Morrell. Rebound, Jack Voth, lay it, yes!
Jackson Voth.
Boy, it's one of those, you either get out of his way
or you're going to get
run
trucked,
over.
That's right.
11 points, 15-4. Nickerson the other way in traffic. That's got to be a travel. I think
Oh,
going to call a charge taken by Matt Eddy on Michael Cunningham, the 6'5 senior, who is not a small presence on the floor.
You know, Matt's like, okay.
No fear. That kid has no fear.
And Carson, you remember all the charges this team took last year. They really developed a reputation for that.
Yeah, it's something they emphasize here, and you see when that happens, the whole bench is up. Everybody's cheering on that guy. It's really cool to see the Buhler bench get involved like that.
Boy, what a pass. Hernandez again to Eddy into Trask. Layup good.
It's a really nice job, Matthew. Little interior post pass. Passed up a good shot for a better shot.
A block taken the other way on Diedrich Willard Trask, 17-4. Trask trying for a charge on the far side. That'll be Diedrich's first, team's second. It'll put Carson Lynn at the line. For this Nickerson team, Lynn's going to have to score this year for them, and he can. But last year with all the seniors, necessarily didn't have all the focus on him. A different role this year. Substitutions. Wade Meyer returns. And for the first time, Wes Miller, the 6'2 senior, wearing 21, is out there for the Crusaders. So Miller, Trask, Neal, Hernandez, and Meyer. Free throw missed. Still 17-4. 3:17 to play here in the first quarter. Jeffrey Neal has it out high. Plays it to Willard Trask in the left corner. Diedrich driving through traffic, tries a scoop shot and draws a foul.
That's going to be 2 on Cunningham.
A little out of control there, but just he got into the body of the defender and forced the foul.
Yeah, it's a good job. I understand if you're Diedrich, you see Cunningham out on you. Cunningham's a big kid. Diedrich obviously has more lateral quickness, and so you want to try to take that guy one-on-one, figuring you either get the shot or you can draw the foul, which is exactly what happened.
Willard Trask knocks down the free throw first good, and Diedrich's he's 6'4", Jack Voth 6'5", but Diedrich is a slender 6'4", where Jack he's a beast of a different weight, just a big boy. Both free throws good by Diedrich Willard Trask, 4 points, 19-4. Buhler has extended the lead here to 15. 3:05 to play in the first. Nickerson left to right. Near side, Mario Ortiz, a 5'8 junior, is in the game. Up top to Grant Tatro.
Buhler in the zone.
Near the timeline.
Buhler in the 3-2 zone.
Tatro far side will shoot over the zone, and the 3 is missed. Back iron. Rebound pulled down by Nickerson. Lynn forces up a shot that won't go. Rebound putback, no by Starnes. Rebound putback, no by Huggard. Rebound putback, yes. That was 3 offensive boards. Well, you got to clear the glass inside. Lynn knocks it down 19-6.
And, buddy, you know it's hard to rebound out of a zone.
Yeah. Here is Wade Meyer. Free throw line jumper missed. Rebound after the shot on the rebound on the Crusaders, I believe. And that was kind of last year it was rebound by committee for this team. Maybe a little bit of the same this year. Even though Voth is the big presence inside, I think it's going to be more of a team effort.
Yeah, these guys are really feisty. It'll be interesting to see who ends up at the end of the season with the most.
That foul on Diedrich Willard-Trask, he comes out of the game. And Grant Ricker returns. 19-6. 3 team fouls apiece here with 2:15 to go in the first quarter. It's going to be Nickerson ball. And Mario Ortiz has got the point across the timeline. Pass intercepted by Jack Voth. Ahead to Grant Ricker. Tried to give it back to Voth. And it's deflected and stolen away. Picked out by Buhler. Carson Land with a floater in the lane. He's got 6.
Well, that was
and
a nice little pull-up by Lynn, wasn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Boy, you got to give it to Ricker. Ricker was trying to throw the lob pass to Voth. They were looking for the old slammer.
The old slammer. And on the other end, that floater is very Noah Webster-esque. Nice shot.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Lynn jumps really high, releases high. You're absolutely right. It's a great comparison to Noah Webster.
Boy, Wade Meyer got in trouble in the lane that time. Slipped and fell. It's going to be whistled for a travel. Yeah, Noah, well, by the time he was a senior, he could really jump high.
Oh, golly. And
get that shot up above everybody.
There were just not very many people we ever played that could block that shot.
Pull up by Lynn the other way, missed. Rebound tapped about, knocked out of bounds off of the Crusaders.
Matthew Eddy got up there.
He did, you're right, Carson.
Matthew Eddy, who, 3 games into the football season really showed up. Somewhere in there. And, yeah.
3 or 4, yeah.
And, boy, he became a weapon for Brad Neal. There's a steal in the inbound layup. Good by Matt Eddy. He's got 3. It's 21-8.
Oh, what a great play by Ethan Stambaugh.
Stambaugh forcing a turnover. And no turnover, just ball deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay with Nickerson. It'll be Cohen Starnes to play it in backcourt to Mario Ortiz. Ortiz off a screen across the timeline. Well, he's got Grant Ricker painted all over him. Backdoor pass. What a pass to Lynn.
Oh, that's a good foul. That is a fantastic foul by Wade Miller.
Carson Lynn caught Ethan Stambaugh napping a little bit that time. Got to the bucket. Shot missed, but a foul on Wade Meyer.
Wade Meyer did a fantastic job putting Lynn at the line.
Of course, what we always say is the first free throw is good. If you're going to foul, make sure they don't finish.
Don't foul jump shooters, but boy, if somebody's going to get a straight line drive to the bucket, make him earn it at the stripe. That was a great play by Wade Meyer. My gosh.
Taylor England, 5'10 sophomore, into the game for Nickerson. Lynn hit the first and got the second. Now 2 of 4 at the line. 21-10. Lead is 11. 1:19 to go in the first. Been a long first quarter. Here is Ethan Stambaugh. Near side corner to Grant Ricker. Ricker off a screen set by Voth. Drives it to the free throw line.
Give it to him.
Down low again. And Grant's pass. Well, you have to really get it up there to get it out of the reach of Big Jack. But out of bounds, it'll be Nickerson ball.
Yeah. Grant had the ball at the top of the key and was dribbling over to the wing to get it to Jack. I think he just needed to take another dribble or another dribble and a half, get over there just underneath the foul line extended. It's a way better angle.
And Nickerson gives it right back on a bad pass up the floor. He goes out of bounds in front of the Buhler bench. 57 seconds on the clock. Buhler's going to have it here and an 11-point advantage. Grant Ricker's got the point with Isaiah Hernandez on the bench. Here's Stambaugh on a drive into the lane. Gets caught in traffic, though. And they call a 5 count there?
I think they call it travel.
Travel. Well, and Zay Hernandez is going to come back into the game. He'll learn that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Cannot get stuck and pull up your dribble like that and nowhere to go.
Absolutely.
So Buhler with 4 turnovers here in the quarter, 21-10. Nickerson down 11. 38 seconds to go. Here's Carson Lynn, guarded by Jack Voth. Grant Tatro right side circle. Buehler's pulled out of that zone now in a man-to-man. Ricker is shadowing Starnes on the far side. Inside, what a play by Wade Meyer, and they're going to get him with a reach in. That's a tough call. Tatro with the ball down on the left block. Meyer came from behind, swatted the ball away.
Yeah,
How are they going to call that a shooting foul, though?
I think that's, I'm not saying on the shooting foul. I think that's probably the right call as it relates to a foul on Wade. But Wade did a fantastic job. Again, it was an open look.
Tatro makes on the first free throw as Jeffrey Neal returns. Wade Meyer goes out with that second foul.
It was going to be an open look for Tatro. Meyer puts him at the line, make him earn it there.
One more for the senior is good. 21-12. Nickerson last a winning season in the 18-19 year. Graduated 15 seniors, 4 starters. Lynn the only one back. Buhler will hold here for the final shot of the quarter with 12 seconds to go, 21-12. Isaiah Hernandez has it up high near the timeline. He'll start with 6 on the clock. Sliding to his left side circle, takes the quick shot, and he buries the 3 at the buzzer.
Wow.
And Zay 3 of 3 from beyond the arc in that first quarter with 9 points. That was lethal. 24-12. Buhler up double digits after 1. We're back in 1 minute. Crusader basketball on HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
Rise and shine. It's daylight time and time to go to your happy place. Christmas time is a time for smiles, and this year especially, we could really use some extra smiles. Good news, we sell them by the dozen. Grab some fresh made from scratch Daylight donuts made just like Daylight made them in 1954. So if you want to add an old-fashioned touch to the Christmas season, come visit us at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com, on Facebook, or stop by 1435 East 30th in Hutchinson.
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, brought to you by Hutchinson Community College, by the Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Dick's Phillips 66, by Newfeld's Flooring, and by Daylight Donuts. Nickerson of the girls game won earlier tonight, 87-27. Abby Yutzy with 9 points. Natalia Kreifels with 5 for the Lady Crusaders. It's 24-12 here. Buhler up as Nickerson will start the second quarter with the basketball. Here is Carson Lynn driving, dishing down low, and a charge taken.
Pick a guy.
Both Jeff Neal and Jack Vogt were set up on the baseline to take that charge. And I'm going to guess that Jack took it, being as he was the one that ended up on the floor.
Now, interestingly enough, that's Lynn's second foul. Lynn's their best scorer, at least thus far, has been. So what does the coaching staff at Nickerson do with Lynn having 2 fouls?
Here is Zay Hernandez, right elbow jumper, missed, rebound Nickerson. Starters out there right now, minus Wade Meyer with the 2 fouls. Jeff Neal in for him. So Willard Trask, Ricker, Hernandez, and Voth also on the floor. Here's Cohen Starnes, feeds it low. I'm not sure about the extra pass there. Huggard had a chance to go to the bucket, passed out of it the other way. Rebound all the way down the floor, and the layup is good by Jack Voth.
Buddy, that's Lynn's third.
That is not good news for Nickerson.
Oh, man, that's, if you're Lynn, that's a spot where you just got to get out of the way, isn't it?
Ethan Stambaugh, Wade Meyer return for Buhler. Ricker and Neal come out. 3 fouls now on Carson Lynn. He will leave.
This is something Jack Voth has worked a lot on. You know, missing a free throw or two in the McPherson game. That's something that he wanted to perfect in his game, and he makes that one right there.
Well, that was a tough night for Jack.
Oh, Wade Meyer steals the inbound pass.
Steal, and the layup good. (29-12), just like that, at the steal and the layup of Meyer. And Nickerson is going to turn it over again, coming back the other way. They throw it out of bounds in front of the Buhler bench. So Buhler on a run here to start the second quarter. 5-0 run to start the second. Wade Meyer's got it right side circle, out front to Voth. Voth will drive inside, cut off to Meyer. With a right hand, missed, rebound tapped back up and in by Voth, who's got 9. Yeah, I don't think you have to remind Jack that those missed free throws, otherwise Buhler had broken the streak at MAC last year. Nickerson wants a timeout, down 31-12. It's a 7-0 run to start the game for the Crusaders. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM of the Crusader Sports Network.
Manufacturing facilities, warehouses, oil, fuel and water storage, grain elevators, product makers, rooftops, HVAC containment, refineries, garages, and more rely on the quality and integrity of WIFCO products. Go to WIFCOSP.com for more. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
With the holiday season ahead, many stores are quickly filling their shelves with trinkets and gifts. This year, consider giving a local gift from Jackson Meat. Our homemade summer sausages, gourmet steaks, and seasonings are sure to please anyone on your list. Support small local businesses. Shop at Jackson Meat in Hutchinson.
HKFM.
Back here to Jim Baker Fieldhouse, 31-12. And Nickerson with the ball. Full length to the floor, left to right. Taylor England works around the defensive Wade Meyer. They get it into Morrell inside. Shot in the lane, missed by Garrett Crossman. Rebound,
oh, what a pass.
Jack Voth. And ain't nobody stopping that train. He's got 11.
That's a fantastic pass in transition by Isaiah Hernandez.
33-12. Here's a 3 launched and missed. Left side circle by Grant Tatro. Rebound, Diedrich Willard-Trask ahead. Zay cut off on the baseline, and he lost it out of bounds. It'll be Nickerson ball.
Number 30, Aaron Armbruster for the Panthers.
Aaron Armbruster, the 6'4" senior, and for Nickerson, Grant Ricker will return for Buhler, along with Matt Eddy. Out come Voth and Stambaugh. Coaches seem to have a lot of interchangeable pieces at this point. It's just the first game.
Absolutely. You know, it's interesting when you pull either Dietrich or Jack out, you come in with Matt Eddy, who's not nearly as tall, but is as strong as they come and crazy fast.
Yeah.
Nickerson the other way, and a slip and a fall and a travel called on Taylor England. It'll be Buhler ball, and I'm still trying to figure out, Matt Eddy, how does a 6'1" white guy jump like that?
It's a fair question.
It's the mullet.
It must be. A little propulsion.
You may need to ask Woody Harrelson. He may know a thing or two about that.
Here's Zay Hernandez up top to Wade Meyer. Now to Ricker. Ricker dumps it low to Trask. Eddy on the baseline. Into Willard-Trask in the lane. He got through 2 defenders. I'm pretty sure he traveled.
Yeah. You were pretty sure of it. So was the officiating crew.
I thought they were going to call a foul for a minute. I'm like, yeah, I think he traveled.
Yeah, I thought this trail official had the foul, but the lead official had the travel.
Nickerson the other way. 33-12 Buhler, 5:28 to go in the half. Here is Grant Tatro, right side circle. Up top to Garrett Crossman.
And
back to Tatro.
Don't know where they get offense from.
Off a screen, Tatro, shot in the lane, missed. Gets his own rebound, put back, missed. Rebound, Willard-Trask. Ahead to Hernandez. What a bounce.
What a pass.
Grant Ricker, 4-2. All set up by the layup, or the assist, the pass by Isaiah Hernandez.
I tell you what, how fun is it to play in a scenario where you know if you will get out and run.
Now a steal. Myers stripped in the lane and foul.
You know, Aaron, if you'll get out and run, Isaiah will find you. So you're rewarded. It's how Isaiah rewards his team for working hard. So if guys get rebounds and get out on the move, Isaiah will find you.
It is going to be Wade Meyer at the line. The foul on Crossman, his first, team's sixth. And Wade knocks down the first, his first free throw of the year, third point of the night. Eddie and Willard Trask come out. Wes Miller and Jack Voth return. So those two, along with Stambaugh, Meyer at the free throw line, and Grant Ricker. And Wade goes 1 of 2. 36-12. Lead is 24, 4:46 to play in the half, and a steal by Wade Meyer. Wade Meyer's got good defensive instincts, but he threw it away, lost the ball the other way. Nickerson takes it right back. Here's Taylor England, who gets tied up with Meyer. Another nice defensive play by Wade as he turns Meyer over. And then he's kind of on his back as he got the ball, and they'll call him for a travel, and we'll give the ball back to Nickerson.
Wade's got long arms, really bothers guys if they're not dribbling tight. There's another steal.
There's
almost.
Another near steal as he tries to intercept a pass intended for Garrett Crossman on the left wing, goes out of bounds. Jeffrey Neal returns, and Meyer will go out. 4:24 left here before halftime. Buhler up 36-12. Nickerson's got it. Tatro. Boy, sealed off in the corner by Grant Ricker. Out front to Crossman. Played off to Armbrust.
3 in the lane.
And a lane violation on Nickerson. And boy, to your credit, Matt, without Lynn in the game right now, they're just a bunch of dudes that pass the ball.
That's the thing. They don't have anybody that can get their own shot. Nobody can create their own look. Lynn kind of makes that work. When he picked up that third foul, the second foul was bad. The third foul was catastrophic for Nickerson.
There's a three. Grant Ricker, right side circle. It is good. His first of the night. Buhler's fourth. 39-12. And a 27-point game. And Jack Voth on the inbound forces a steal and a foul, and he's going to have 2 at the line. That foul on Dylan Huggard is his second. Here's Jack back at the line. And first free throw short. Jack, a career 65% free throw shooter. Carson, you said he's really worked on that, wants to be much better than that this year.
Yeah, you know, as a young player with all those seniors narrowly missing those free throws against McPherson, it's something that you could see his progression on how hard he worked throughout the rest of the season and it carrying into this season as he makes that one right there.
Jack Voth makes the second, 39-12. Diedrich Willard Trask in. Wes Miller goes out. 40-12. The lead is 28. 3:49 to go in the half. And did they turn it over again? No, they're going to call a foul on the inbound. Starnes.
Stambaugh.
Got run into by Ethan Stambaugh. First on Ethan, 6th team foul. That was the last Buhler had to give here in the half. Nickerson will play it in backcourt. They feed across the timeline to Tatro, who launches a 3, missed. Rebound Jack Voth. And here comes Voth up the floor and called for a charge.
I'm here to tell you.
How in the world, at that speed, did Tatro get his feet set?
I don't know, but if I'm Tatro, there is zero chance, that I'm getting in front of Jack Voth with a head of steam.
I don't
None.
think the foul is worth the punishment.
No, of course it's not.
It is the second on Jack Voth. Turnover. Here's Tatro the other way. Nice take in the lane for 2. A little shake and bake.
Yeah, that was nice.
40-14. That stops a big Buhler run. Before that bucket, Buhler had scored the last 19 points in the game. That bucket by Tatro stops a 19-0 run. 3:23 to play here before halftime. Jeff Neal to play it in. To Matt Eddy, back to Jeff. Jeff inside and score it. Jeff doing his best Jack Foth impression there. 42-14. Good defense by Hernandez the other way. Tatro has it right side circle. Off to Starnes on the right baseline into
what
Ortiz.
A block by Ricker.
Grant Ricker blocked from behind, taken by Matt Eddy. They play it ahead, and a pass to a wide open Jeff Neal, deflected out of bounds. Good recovery by Garrett Crossman for Nickerson. It'll stay on Buhler's end of the floor with 2:54 to go here in the half. Jeffrey Neal to play it in. Off to Willard Trask, right side circle. And up top to Isaiah Hernandez. Hernandez, who eats, sleeps, and breathes the game of basketball. Both nice take inside, missed. Rebound Jeff Neal, put back no. Ball out of bounds to Nickerson. I'm pretty sure he sleeps with a basketball, and while he's sleeping, he dreams about basketball.
Maybe you could get better at basketball through osmosis if you would just snuggle up with one.
A basketball?
Yeah. Maybe you could head to the NBA if you just start, snuggling your basketball.
The basketball doesn't snore, so. 42-14. Nickerson up the floor in traffic. This is Zachary Perry. Inside.
Threw up a prayer.
And score it. 42-16. Zay the other way from the foul line. Left corner to Diedrich Willard Trask. Off to Jeff. Neal plays it. Other side of the floor to Voth. Jack up top.
Give him the ball.
To Willard Trask. Far side Hernandez. Pump fakes on a three. Trask in the left corner. Inside Diedrich. And missed the shot.
Jack had good post position.
Nickerson. A little bit too much standing around that time.
Yeah, I agree.
Panthers the other way. Baseline jumper won't fall for Zach Perry. Ahead, Jack Voth. Pass a little bit too long. Might have been a foul there, though, as he got his feet tangled up with Zach Perry. They're going to call it out of bounds off the Crusaders. I think Jack wanted the foul.
Yeah, I think he did.
So Wade Meyer returns. And Jeffrey Neal goes out. Wes Miller back in, replacing Willard Trask. Jack Voth hit the deck pretty hard under the Buhler bucket. I'm going to get some perspiration wiped up off the floor. Nickerson's going to have it the length of the floor with a minute 40 to go in the half. 42-16 Crusaders. Tatro led by Ricker across the timeline. Far side circle to Zach Perry. Perry down low, stolen away by Grant Ricker. Ricker ahead in the second straight possession where they've had Jack Voth on a leak out up the floor, and they've overthrown him on the pass.
I like the idea, and I love, Aaron, I do defense to offense. I love it, but you got to make a good pass. Jack's a big guy. That's a huge target. There's just no reason to throw it that high, and he knows that.
Nickerson up top, other way. Starnes on a three, missed. Rebound Panthers. Perry comes down with it in the far corner. Off to Tatro. He'll launch a three. That's short. Rebound Zay Hernandez with a shovel pass to Jack Voth up the floor. It's knocked away by Taylor England. They're going to whistle him for a foul. England thought he had himself a play on the big fella.
He did think he had himself a play. He did indeed.
Instead, Jack Voth is going to go to the line. Now the seventh team foul on the Panthers. That is the first on Taylor England. First of a 1-and-1 is good. Jack Voth will get one more. Michael Cunningham returning for the Nickerson Panthers.
Now Cunningham has 2 fouls. Attack that guy.
Well, that's an interesting substitution. 6'5" Cunningham replaces 5'8" Ortiz. There's no way they play the same position.
What?
Jack Voth got both at the line. Matthew Eddy is going to return here. Jack Vogt will get a breather. 44-16. 59 seconds left before halftime. Here is Taylor England. Up top to Tatro for three. Short.
Oh, what a rebound.
Rebound, Matt Eddy. You know, he can lead this team in rebounding.
Uh-huh.
Hernandez the other way, far side Ricker. Right corner to Zay. Up top to Grant. 35 seconds left. Wade Myers got it, far side circle to Ricker for three. Shot missed, 22 seconds left. Nickerson with it. Near side Starnes. Off a screen, picked up by Miller in the right corner. Up top Tatro. Off in the corner to England, 8 to shoot. Here's Tatro. They feed it far side. Good defensive set here by the Crusaders. 3 missed by Tatro, and that'll get us to halftime. And your score, Buhler 44, Nickerson 16. Sabiner 24 in the first quarter, 20 in the second quarter. Just 4 second quarter points for Nickerson with Carson Lynn on the bench. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by the Buhler Booster Club, by Hutchinson Family Dental, by Jackson Meat, by Rise Up Reno, and by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Our network halftime report is next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
Steve here from Red Rock Auto Center in South Hutchinson. Routine maintenance of your car ensures that it will deliver the performance that you need and expect. Make sure your vehicle is ready for that next road trip by scheduling a visit today. The better you take care of your car, the better it will take care of you. Red Rock Auto Center in South Hutchinson. We're here when you need us.
The medicine shop, when you drop your prescriptions off, the personal care you'll find there will make you feel all better. The meds you need delivered with speed.
Back up 6, 10-4, 14. Rifles it to the left corner. Lackey corner. Both with it. Rifles it to the left corner. And Isaiah Hernandez knocks down his second of the game. And Nickerson with a timeout.
College Lady Warriors dropped their first regular season game since the 2019-2020 season against the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes 85-82 to move to 8-1 and 4-1 in KCAC play. They will look to get back on track against the Avila Eagles Saturday on 95.9 KWHK with pregame from the Gleason Center in Sterling to start at 1:45. The Warriors men's team are still looking for their first win in KCAC play. They dropped to 2-9 overall with a loss to Kansas Wesleyan. They will play on 95.9 following the conclusion of the women's game. And after one of the wildest weeks in the history of college football coaching carousel, it's time to get back to the things that matter the most, and that's the actual football games. While Georgia has all but locked up a college football playoff bid, 3 more bids and 10 FBS conference titles are up for grabs this weekend. Most eyes around this area will be on the Big 12 championship game as the 5th-ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys take on the 9th-ranked Baylor Bears. The Cowboys defeated the Bears back in October 24-14, and with back-to-back wins over top 10 teams in Oklahoma and Baylor, many predict the Cowboys could vault into the top 4 in the college football playoff picture, especially if one of the 3 teams in front of them were to lose, as in the Big Ten, number 2 Michigan plays number 13 Iowa. In the AAC, the 4th-ranked Cincinnati Bearcats play the 21st-ranked Houston Cougars. And in the SEC championship game, most likely even if Georgia lost to Alabama, they would remain in the top 4, but a Bulldogs win could knock Alabama out of the top 4. so it should be a great weekend of college football. Also Saturday, the 12th annual Salt City Bowl kicks off at Gowan Stadium as the 5th-ranked Hutch JUCO Blue Dragons play the 8th-ranked Hines Community College Eagles. The 2021 Salt City Bowl will feature two 1,000-yard running backs in Hutchinson's Anwar Lewis and Hines' Jeffrey Pittman, and the NJCAA's #1 passer in Hutchinson's Dylan Leibel.
Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report.
Come visit us at Buhler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment, or email online at drdalds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
At Adams Brown, we go above and beyond to help our clients. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We'd love to show how our team can help your business. Stop by our Hutch location at 30th and Plum or check out adamsbrowncpa.com. Adams Brown, strategic allies and CPAs. Above and beyond.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, interior, exterior, or an insurance restoration project, Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. We stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and most importantly, with you, the customer. Erickson Custom Building, proud to support all high school activities. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
HKFM.
And we're back here in the field house at halftime, 44-16. Buhler scored the first points on the game on an Isaiah Hernandez three. He had 3 of those in the first half. Jumped out to a quick 10-point lead, 15-4. It was a 12-point game at the end of one, 24-19. Buhler into the first, into the second quarter on a 19-0 run. They stretched it to 28 at 40-12 before Nickerson finally got a second quarter bucket. And 44-16 here at halftime. Buhler outscoring Nickerson 20-4 in the second quarter individually. Carson Lynn with 8. Grant Tatro with 4 at halftime for Nickerson. Isaiah Hernandez with 9. Jack Vogt with 14 for the Crusaders. Carson and I were talking about, we've got a lot of dudes, Buhler does, on this lineup, some interchangeable pieces. Going to be interesting to see as we go along and start playing some good teams, how all of those pieces work together. I think that's going to be important. It's one thing to have a lot of guys that can play, but how they interchange together and who the leaders. I don't feel like we figured that out, other than maybe Jack Voth and Isaiah Hernandez to a point. Who the guys are kind of going to be the traffic cops out there.
Yeah, that's an interesting. I'm sitting here thinking about it. I think I would argue. I think probably in terms of like the big that comes in and just does a little bit of everything. It's easy to see that being Matt Eddy. He has a just raw athletic ability. But I agree with you. Which of those shooters are going to be the guys that kind of step up as like the third option, right? You know, Jack's going to get his, Isaiah's going to get his. Who's number 3? And you got to have that, because as you get into the teams that can really guard, they're going to try to take away something. And so somebody else has to be that third guy, that fourth guy that says, you know, if we get into a tight situation, I can go out and get you 8 to 12 points. You know, clear 4 or 5 boards and help the offense function when it gets sticky.
Yeah, Carson, I mentioned to you several guys who want to be that guy, but time will tell how that develops.
Yeah, and you're going to have, that guy is going to have to be consistent. It can't be somebody who gets you 8 to 10 to 12 points while taking 15, 20 shots. There's going to have to be a guy who is going to be able to get those buckets. It can be a quiet 10 and 12. it doesn't have to be every now and then a big three or a big layup, dunk, breakaway. It's going to have to be somebody who's going to be willing to pass up an open shot to get a better one.
You know, Carson, it's interesting that you say that. As I'm sitting here and I talked about Matt Eddy. Matt Eddy is, in my mind, that guy that can score a quiet 10 because you don't have to run plays for him. He can kind of hoover stuff up around the rim. And earlier in the first half, you saw him pass up a good look to get a better look. And so it's that guy, right, or that series of guys, excuse me, who can create offense, not as a primary creator, but as a secondary or tertiary creator.
All right, 44-16 here at the half. Our second half live from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Coming up, Crusader basketball on HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
This has been the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report. Find Prairie Bank of Kansas online at prairiebankks.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Have an appliance that doesn't work or a yard full of scrap metal and don't know what to do with it? Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron, and you can save the environment and put a little money in your pocket by bringing it to us at 700 South Main. Call us at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
During the last few years, we've seen a lot of change. One change that we're very proud of is that data shows alcohol use in Reno County 12th graders is down 11% since 2017. That's awesome. Change happens when people work towards common goals. Everyone can encourage our kids to make good choices. Thanks for being part of the solution. This is Carla from Rise Up Reno Prevention Network. Tell kids when you're proud of them. Rise up, Reno.
HKFM.
Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome back as we get set to start the second half. It'll be Buhler ball. Crusader basketball brought to you by Ray and Sons Roofing, by Cargill Salt, by Sheila Metzger Agency, by the Medicine Shop, and by Midwest Iron and Metal. Buhler at 44-16. It'll be Willard, Trask, Rickard, Meyer, Hernandez, and both. The Buhler side, Tatro, Huggard, Starnes, Lynn, and Morrell for Nickerson and Jack Vo. The right back to work. And really nobody on this Nickerson team inside that can match the physicality of Jack Vo.
And that was just bully ball. Jack just forced his guy right to the spot he wanted to get to him, and there was nothing his defender could do.
46-16, 7:26 to go in the third. Here at the West, Matt Atherton, Carson Moeller with you from the gym on opening night, and a whistle and a foul called on Grant Ricker. Panthers with the ball. And out top with it, Lynn, and another foul called. I think that's going to be on Meyer, and that'll be his third.
Trying to get through that screen, pushed his way through and extended the arms enough for the official to see it.
Here's Lynn driving inside with the jump stop. And it's good. Carson Lynn, who's been the bulk of the offense for Nickerson, though he spent most of the second quarter on the bench with 3 fouls. 3 the other way. Bingo for Big Jack.
What do? If you put him out on the wing with a defender there, he bullies him down to the box, and then you leave him with a sliver of space, and he just pops the 3 from the top of the key.
Lead is 31. Nickerson. Tatro launches a long 3 from the right side. That's good. Well, I mentioned this. A lot of people, really don't realize Jack had more made threes last year than Max Alexander did. But 28-point game again. Shot missed inside by the Crusaders. Rebound Nickerson.
Even that. Dribble drive to his left and a pull-up elbow jumper that was just back rim, but that was a nice move by Jack.
Carson Lynn, far side circle to Morrell. Up top to Starnes. Far side Lynn drives, scoops, and scores.
And Lynn can play, and he's trying to establish himself offensively here.
What he can't do is hurt his team by getting in foul trouble. Be down to 26. As Isaiah Hernandez with a right side jumper. Missed. Wade Meyer with a rebound, then might have got poked in the face. Ball knocked loose. It's going to be a foul on Dylan Huggard. That'll be his third. First team foul of the half on the Panthers. So Meyer is going to come out here.
Meyer's not feeling good. He could use a Huggard.
Oh my God.
Man, that was pure radio brilliance.
No. You know, all the things that you've made fun of because I've said over the years, you should take them all back with that.
Are you kidding me? Like, that is what the people want to hear.
Oh, I don't think so. Hernandez plays it in to Trask.
Look at that.
Spin to the rack.
Look at that.
And score it. Fakes you one way, and he spins to his left.
And absorbs the contact.
51-23. He's a special kid.
You're not wrong.
Lead is 28, 5:27 to go here in the third. Nickerson work it low on the left side of Huggard. Now out on the wing. Three missed by Tatro. Long rebound to Grant Ricker. Ricker up the floor. Where are you going to go with it? To Trask in traffic.
I know where I'd go with it.
Off to Jack. Spins.
With the lefty.
This time to his left. And scored. Well, spun over his right shoulder and took it with the left.
Man, that's pretty cool.
53-23. Both had 14 at half. He's added 9 to that now. He is a point away from tying his career best. As Ricker and Willard Trask are going to come out here. Eddie and Neal back in. 53-23. Nickerson ball, 4:54 to play in the third. Going Starnes. Up off the rim, shot missed from up top. Rebound offensively for the Panthers. Put back with the right hand, no, by Grant Tatro. Rebound, Jack Voth. Jack will take it alone all the way, coast to coast. And they're going to call a charge inside, taken by Dylan Huggard. That'll be the third on Big Jack.
I'll go right back to this. If I see Jack coming at me, there is zero chance that I'm standing in there taking a charge. None. Zero, nada, no way.
You remember practicing the tornado drills in school, the position they'd have you get down in with your head between your knees?
Correct.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
There's Nickerson back the other way, 53-23. Ortiz has it out front to Carson Lynn.
Oh, that's good defense by Stanball.
Lynn far side to Grant Tatro, launches a three. Well, he's launched a ton of those. Not much success to show for it. Does have one make in the game. Rebound, Buhler, Jeff Neal. What a pass to Matt Eddy.
That's a great
and
finish.
The finish. That was pretty. 55-23. Panthers the other way. 3:46 left. Here's Tatro up near the timeline. Drives, floats with the right, missed. Rebound tapped up off the glass, won't go. Rebound, Tatro, no. Rebound, Jack Voth ahead to Zay. Hernandez up the far side of the floor. Zay got poked in the face by Ortiz. Outlet pass, layup good by Carson Lynn. And a timeout is Isaiah Hernandez. Tatro swatted at that ball, got it away, but I think he got a finger to the eye of Isaiah Hernandez. And Zay, here's a kid, you know, those three rifle shots. We do have a timeout here. We'll take one as well. 55-25. I'll stay right here. Zay, one of those kids, boy, he can be so hot, but then sometimes he can almost disappear from the game.
Yeah, I think Isaiah loves to facilitate, right? I think that's what you see from him a lot. And sometimes I think that willingness to facilitate flexes itself out.
There's a steal.
Oh, what a play by Matt Eddy.
Lynn out of the timeout. Recovery by Matt Eddy to knock the ball out of bounds. Up the floor under the Nickerson bucket.
But sometimes that willingness to facilitate causes Isaiah to disappear a little bit offensively, and he doesn't need to do that.
Here's a floater in the baseline, missed by Carson Lynn. Ahead to Meyer. Meyer stuck on the baseline, bailed out by Jeff Neal. Now wild toss in the middle of the lane, nothing there. Rebound loose, picked up by Nickerson. 3 right side circle, no by Carson Lynn. And pulled down by Wes Miller.
That's a good rebound by Wes.
Miller ahead to Ricker, and Ricker reach-in foul coming across the timeline is going to be called on Garrett Crossman.
Second personal foul, Garrett Crossman. Second team foul, Nickerson. 35, Michael Cunningham. Panther lineup.
Michael Cunningham returning for Nickerson. The 5 on the floor right now for the Crusaders. Jeffrey Neal, Wade Meyer, Grant Ricker, Matt Eddy, and Wes Miller. Here is Miller with the ball, tries to force it in to Neal. Ball knocked loose on the deck. And what do we got?
Kick ball.
Somebody got a foot on it.
I actually thought that was kind of a clever little dump pass that Wes left for, was it Jeffrey down there? I think it was.
He wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I don't think he was either, but it was just pretty creative.
It's an interesting lineup out there on the floor right now. Coach wants a timeout. 2:26 to go in the third. 55-25, Buhler by 30. And we're back in 30 on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
The name Johnson Sheet Metal doesn't sound like a heating and air conditioning company, but our family at Johnson Sheet Metal became a Lennox dealer 99 years ago and are still servicing and installing heating and air conditioning systems in Hutchinson and Reno County. Through 4 generations, our specialty has been the Lennox brand, but we can service other brands just as well. We do metals too, but if you have a heating or air conditioning need, call Johnson Sheet Metal today at 620-662-0224.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball brought to you tonight by Johnson Sheet Metal above the Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Wade Penn Insurance, by Diatech, and by Wifco Steel Products. 2:26 left here in the third. Buhler up 55-25. It'll be Grant Ricker to play the ball in left of the basket. Into Wade Meyer in the far corner. Meyer off a screen set by Ricker. Up top, far side circle to Grant. Ran back to Meyer. Yeah, it's an interesting lineup. Who takes charge in this lineup?
I'm not really sure.
There's Eddie, who tries to throw it into Miller, and it's deflected out of bounds.
Nickerson comes out in the zone. Jeffrey was open in this corner. Buhler not able to get the ball across, but there'll be wide open shots off of reversal if Buhler can get him.
Jeffrey Neal's got it right baseline. Lobs it up top to Ricker. Grant rotates it far side to Meyer. Wade will take the 3 and make the 3.
Man, it's almost like that was off of reversal. It was nice.
Good ball movement.
I love it.
58-25. 1:48 left in the third. Nickerson stuck on the baseline with the ball. Michael Cunningham tried to throw it off of Wade Meyer. He's lobbying hard.
And then it hit back off of Cunningham.
I feel like Cunningham, he's a big enough guy. He can't hide.
Yeah, no kidding.
It wasn't me.
Cunningham built about like an offensive tackle.
He's a big boy. He can move well, though. His feet are quick.
58-25, the turnover. Buhler back the other way. To our right, here's Jeff Neal. Baseline. Far side to Eddy. Off to Meyer. Meyer in the lane. Try a little no look behind the back to Willard Trask, and it's picked off. Ortiz, little guy with a long shot right side, missed. Rebound looking mad, Eddy.
Oh,
like a bulldog.
It's just not right to get a traveling call on that.
You know, they call that once in the girls' game. When a guy works that hard for a rebound, let him have it.
He got up over Cunningham right there.
Yeah, there were.
Well, Eddy almost deflected another steal. Now 3 left wing missed by Carson Lynn. Rebound, Diedrich Willard Trask ahead to Ricker. Ricker to Meyer. Wants another 3. Missed off front iron. Rebound, Nickerson. Up the floor, Crossman. In traffic, stripped by Wade. I think that'll be Wade's 4th personal.
4th personal foul, Wade Meyer. 4th team foul, Buhler. On the free throw line, number 3, Garrett Crossman.
That is going to put Garrett Crossman, the freshman, at the line. He has not scored tonight. Stambaugh will return. Meyer comes out. First free throw missed by Crossman. Makes the second to make it 58-26. Just two seniors in this Buhler lineup, Hernandez and off the bench, Wes Miller. There's Diedrich Willard-Trask, long two, left side, his first bucket of the second half. He's got 6 now in the game.
That's a nice shot from the short corner. That zone switching or moving side to side, wide open look.
Long two the other way, Carson Lynn. And Lynn fell down and tried to bait a foul call on the missed shot that was well short. And the official did not
bite.
Yes. No go. Nickerson missed the shot, out of bounds. Buhler back the other way. Here is Stambaugh. Ethan with it. Finds Jeffrey Neal in the far corner. Up top to Grant Ricker. Stambaugh, right side circle three, missed. And they're going to call an illegal screen on Carson England. Or pushed through the screen is the call. Must have come after the shot.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's going to be Buhler ball. Jeffrey Neal's got it in this right corner. Far side Stambaugh.
Shoot it.
And Ethan won't get the shot off. Didn't realize where they were out of the clock. That'll get us to the end of the third. Buhler up 60-26 as we go to the final 8 minutes tonight here in the Fieldhouse. You're listening to Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Hutchinson Community College is enrolling now for spring. Take classes in Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or online. They're affordable, convenient, and flexible. Call 888-GO-HUTCH or email admissions@hutchcc.edu today.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Celebrate the holiday season with a family favorite, Hutchrex Gingerbread House Decorating event on Saturday, December 18th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Memorial Hall. Families of all ages will enjoy decorating a gingerbread house while enjoying visits with Santa. Gingerbread house decorating is a free event and Hutchrek's gift to our community this holiday season. Follow Hutchrek on Facebook and Instagram for more information.
HKFM.
Back here on opening night at Jim Baker Fieldhouse. 60-26 as we go to the fourth. It'll be Nickerson ball. Grant Ricker, Isaiah Hernandez, Jack Voth, Diedrich Willard-Trask, and Ethan Stambaugh out there for Buhler. Meyer is on the bench with 4 fouls. Derek Crossman's got it for Nickerson, and he is tied up and fouled by Ethan Stambaugh.
Second personal foul, Ethan Stambaugh.
Sterling College basketball on the network coming up tomorrow. Lady Warriors lost the other night in Salina. 3, right corner by Lynn, hangs it, did everything but go down. And Jack Voth rips the rebound away, but then lost it out of bounds. Well, we had a running clock in the second half of the girls' game, fourth quarter. We're going to have the same situation here. 36-game win streak for Sterling's women's snap the other night. They'll try to rebound hosting Avila. Women at 2 tomorrow, the men at 4 here on HKFM. Here's Lynn at the right elbow, forces up a shot and got it to go.
It's a tough shot by Lynn.
60-28. NFL, there's a big football game. Did you hear this weekend?
I did hear something about that.
Yeah, the Chiefs and the Broncos. How many in a row have the Chiefs won over the Broncos?
That's Grant Ricker with the 3.
Good by Grant Ricker. Here is Miles Frederick into the game, the 6'1 junior. His first appearance, as is LaShawn Swanson, a 5'11 freshman. Substitutions here. Wes Miller and Matt Eddy also back into the game, those 4 with Grant Ricker. And 6:07 to play.
You know, the best part about watching these Crusaders is they're coming off. They're not winded at all. They're very well conditioned, running around the floor still late in the game.
I agree with you. That's a good pickup.
It'll be fun to watch them develop. Taylor England will return. And Dylan Huggard out for Nickerson.
Why are you throwing shade at the Broncos, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I'm just asking an honest question. Rebound, Matt Eddy off a miss in the right corner for Nickerson. Here's Ricker back to Eddy. Far side to Frederick. On top to Ricker. And a reach-in foul. Called on Garrett Crossman. That'll be his third.
I never throw shade at your teams.
No, I think it's a little more than shade.
What are you talking about? I got nothing but things to say about the Royals.
Aren't the Cardinals still paying Arenado's salary?
I think you dig a hole and pile on him is what you do. Well, of course, in Major League, they're locked out right now.
That's right.
Was that 94 when we had the replacement players? You remember
that? None of that, thanks. Or bring the AAA guys up.
Well, hey, the Royals would be okay with that. Omaha's pretty good.
Well, the Royals AAA team is actually the Major League team. So
is that how that goes?
Yeah. I don't know how. Bring up the AA guys, I guess.
4:21 left here, 63-28. Here is Zay Hernandez. Sorry, that is not Isaiah. It kind of looks like him, LaShawn Swanson. The two very similarly built. It's going to take me some getting used to, these new guys. Swanee just a freshman, though, with a baby face. He's got it far side circle. He'll shoot the long two, and he makes it. The freshman says, hey, what about me? 65-28. Ortiz the other way, missed the three. Offensive board put back, no, there's a foul. Matt Eddy always hustling. Charged with a foul there. It'll be two at the line for Zachary Perry. No, you never make fun of my teams.
Never.
Perry with the first up and good.
That's really beneath me, Aaron.
Your Cardinals didn't have a great year until about the last 2 weeks of the season.
Hey, picked the right time to peak.
Oh, you guys.
Perry hits two at the line, 65-30.
They won a 17-game winning streak. That's roughly about what your team won all year, isn't it?
Okay. Hey, there is a basketball game going on.
Yeah, great shot by Miles Frederick on the back cut. Great pass by Jeffrey.
Nice pass, and Miles Frederick gets himself into the scorebook for the first time. 67-30. Nickerson the other way. Floater missed. Left side by Taylor England. And a whistle and a foul. That'll be on LaShawn Swanson, his first. Team's seventh. It'll be two at the line for Taylor England. It is open house weekend here in Buhler, by the way. They had the Christmas tree lighting tonight. England makes the first. Got a big open house, shopping and restaurants all day tomorrow. If you had those cinnamon rolls at the Mustard Seed, oh my goodness. They're the size of your face. They're so good.
Might have to check that out.
Second missed by Crossman.
Stop by and see Carla.
Rebound, Jeffrey Neal. He is fouled at the free throw line.
It's Crossman's fourth, isn't it?
That'll be on Crossman, his fourth. Jeff, who is the heir apparent to the quarterback position next to Fall for the Crusaders. We got basketball and baseball to get to before then. Miller inside, missed.
Pull up, Wes.
Wes! No, he missed it. Trying to bank it off the right side. And Wes with a big smile on his face. Decided to come out for his senior year.
The student section's giving Wes crap.
They are.
He's going to hear about that at school on Monday.
He's hearing about it right now.
The bid, it's coming from both sides down here on the floor.
56 seconds left. Here's Jeff Neal off to Frederick. At Eddie, right side circle.
Yeah, the students wanted Matt to shoot it.
Frederick. Baseline to Eddie up top. Swanson will shoot it. Missed back iron. Big West with a rebound. Put back. And it's good.
There it is.
Little fadeaway for the big guy.
No kidding.
69-31. Now a steal by Wes Miller. 23 seconds to go. Bodies on the floor as the ball is loose. It ends up in the lap of Jeff Neal here at midcourt. 15 seconds left, and Buhler's going to win it. Going away, 69-31. Running clock in the fourth quarter. The Crusaders, who led by as many as 28 in the first half. And they win it by 28 tonight. 69-31 to improve to 1-0. Nickerson 0-1. They'll be home against Heston. Boy, that'll be a... How do you like to follow up? You remember that Heston team from last year. How do you like to follow this up with Heston on Tuesday?
They're pretty tough.
Yeah. Heston's really deep. They had a couple standout seniors, but they still got a lot of guys coming back. And this place is it's going to be packed, and it's going to be a fun environment, you know, after COVID, all the restrictions.
Yeah, it's fun tonight.
It's fun. The last 2 times we've been in here, it's been almost a packed house. So it'll be interesting to see how this team comes together for that game.
I think there'll be a good crowd for that Hutch game next Friday here. Should be.
Sure.
69-31. Yeah, of course, Buhler will get Heston later in the year on January 28th there at Salina next Tuesday. Our Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPA's game recap. We're back to wrap it all up for you after this. 69-31, the final Crusader basketball here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Stay tuned for the Shirt Shack post-game show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whifco Steel Products Player of the Game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
It's that time of year again, Kansas. Cash for Clunkers is back at all Midway Motors locations. That's right, push, pull, or drag your old ride in for at least $2,500 in trade-in value. Plus, we're including a 2-year maintenance package with every vehicle purchased through December 4th. Every mile of life means more for your trade and better care for your new ride. See us in Hutchinson, Newton, McPherson, Hillsboro, or at midwaymotors.com.
Fall has arrived and a chill is in the air. Stay nice and warm outside with a coat heater right inside your jacket. Sunflower Electric has coat heaters in stock that heat up to 4 hours on a single charge. Use your favorite coat and install the heater with the included Velcro and even transfer it from jacket to jacket. Now it's only $59.95 and makes a great gift. Hurry, quantities are limited. Call today at 620-662-0531 or stop by Sunflower Electric at 100 West 2nd in Hutchinson.
HKFM.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back on our post-game Crusader basketball tonight, brought to you by Midway Motors, by Fee Insurance, by APAC Shears, by H&R Block, and by Hutch Rec. Buhler wins it going away 69-31. Double-digit lead in the first quarter, up 13, and by 12 at the end of one. Had a 19 point streak going in the second quarter to stretch it to 28. 44-16 at halftime. 69-31 is the final. And just too many horses in the barn tonight for Buhler, for Nickerson to be able to hang. And what we talked about it, outside of Carson Lynn, talking about Buhler developing who's going to step up to be the second, third, fourth guys. Nickerson's got some things to figure out outside of Lynn. Who are going to be those guys that can score?
Yeah, when you consider Lynn had 16 and legitimately sat pretty much the entire second quarter. I thought he was pretty good, but beyond Lynn, they just don't have a guy that, well, I say that. Tatro scored 7 points, but he shot. I mean, he had to have 15 shots to get those 7 points. He kept shooting those threes that were just like step back 25-footers. It didn't make a lot of sense. So for those guys, they're going to have to find somebody besides Lynn that can create something off the dribble. Now for Buhler, I think you got a bunch of guys. Obviously, Isaiah can do it. Jack did a great job off the dribble today. I thought there were really plays made by everybody that showed that the offense can live if one of those top two guys isn't on their game.
11 different guys scored in the lineup. Jack was the best player on the floor tonight, I think, far and away.
Yeah.
Zay, of course, had those 3 big shots. Had some nice passes in the first half.
I thought Grant
gave him some good minutes.
I thought Grant's shot looked really good tonight.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see because they didn't really use him as a spot-up shooter much. I wonder if the season goes on, if they won't do a little more of kind of sticking him in the corner and using him as a spot-up shooter.
And then Matt Eddy comes out, and I wondered who's going to replace Reed Scott. I think we found our answer.
I agree. I agree with you there. And Matt's not as big as Reed is, but I think Matt's a more explosive athlete, and so he's going to be able to rebound the same way that Reed rebounds, but he can also get out and run the floor, pretty well.
Yeah, I got the pleasure of playing with him, and I watched him go up and get footballs during practice, but him rebounding tonight just shocked me again. I mean, the kid's a great athlete. His play was amazing. I thought Dietrich stepped up after not seeing him on the varsity floor very much. I think the only really thing that I was kind of concerned about was Carson Lynn having those points. He is nowhere near the talent of what we're going to see later, and maybe even on Tuesday. So I'm wondering how well the Crusaders are going to be able to defend the star players from these other teams, whether it be Seth Madron from McPherson or guys like that. Are they going to be able to shut him down for less than 16 points? Or how is that going to work? That's the only real concern I had tonight.
I think, Zay's a good defender. I think Wade Meyer can develop into a pretty good defensive player, too.
Meyer's long, got really long arms. He's got good defensive instincts. I'd agree with that. I think the other thing that you can answer some questions from a game like this, I think, to your point, Carson. The other thing that we saw really none of today is how are these guys going to play against size?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Nickerson is just not a group of very big kids, and so at some level you're going to – and Aaron – seems like South always has big guys, right?
Yes.
Somehow
they
always have big guys. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. Now, on the flip side, and this is where the matchup I think is going to get really fun to watch, can the other team's bigs guard Jack off the dribble? And I think that's going to be a really interesting thing to watch develop because while we have to guard their bigs also have to guard.
Especially when Matt Eddy's in the game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then you have to put your biggest man on Jack, and he can exploit that, and you can run 5 out if you want to. You
really
can run 2 in. You can run 1 in. It's going to be interesting to see how they do play against size.
All right, a lot to talk about coming up. We'll get to our final numbers, recap our girls' game, our play, and player of the game. And the other thing is when Isaiah's not in the game directing traffic, interesting some of those lineups, who's in charge in some of those different lineups.
I agree with you. I thought there was a little bit of ambiguity there.
And we'll see where they go with that. But Coach certainly has a ton of options. Big night for Jack, one shy of his career high with 23. Isaiah Hernandez had 9. Grant Ricker with 10 in the game. LaShawn Swanson with 2. Dietrich Willer-Trask with 6. Ethan Stambaugh had 2. Miles Frederick with 2. Wade Meyer with 6. Wes Miller with 2. Matt Eddy with 5. And Jeff Neal with 2. For Nickerson, team high 16 for Carson Lynn. Grant Tatro with 7. Dylan Huggard with 2. Garrett Crossman with 1. Taylor England with 1. And Zach Perry with 4. And our game recap brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at adamsbrownCPA.com. Coach is with us. We'll get his headset on and get his thoughts in just a minute. As Buhler wins it tonight, 61-31. Well, Coach, I guess a lot of different directions that we go with this. I think, looks like, though, to start with, you might have a lot of different options this year.
Yeah, so. We talked about that. Our depth is as good as it's been in a long, long time, and I think people saw that tonight. We got a lot of guys that'll play, and I was proud of them. I mean, I thought Matt Eddy and Stambaugh off the bench, and shoot, Ethan's fighting pneumonia. I mean, tough kid. Most of the kids be home in bed, and I told him at the halftime I didn't want to play him in the second half, and he just gave me the most hurt look. It's like, all right, but we're going to keep the shifts short, and because I know he wants the reps, and but yeah, they gave us a big spark. Very happy with them. Obviously, Jack and Isaiah, everybody know about them, but people got a little, got to see a little bit what some of those other guys can do as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack just, he's kind of at a different level than most other guys on the floor at this point, and really showed it.
Yeah, I mean, he's worked hard on his game, and he's worked extremely hard in the weight room and with strength and agility and quickness. And I think, if you're watching him and hadn't seen him play since last year, I would have to think that someone would would be going, wow, he's a lot quicker, he's a lot more agile.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I thought everybody played pretty well. Turned it over a little. We got a little bit sloppy sometimes. Had a few stretches where I thought the guys were looking to get points and when the game got out of hand. But for the most part, first game I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah,
love the effort.
I think it's going to be interesting to see kind of how you piece that together and how it figures itself out, though.
Right.
But when Isaiah's not in the game, who's who's in charge on the floor?
Yeah, and Isaiah's, luckily for us, Isaiah's one of those guys that just doesn't seem to get tired.
He could probably play the entire game.
He probably could. And but I mean, we have to be prepared, and Grant Ricker, that's what we're asking him to do. And LaShawn Swanson as a freshman is going to be special, but he's not ready for this just yet. But he battles Isaiah in practice, doesn't back down. I'm so proud of him, and his game is just like anybody that is willing to step up and play people that are older, better than them at the time. That's how you get better. And LaShawn, as a freshman, has worked really, really hard, and does a good job for us in practice.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing I wondered, we talked about who replaces the leadership, who replaces the toughness. Boy, take away the toughness of Reed Scott. I think Matt Eddy steps in a little smaller, but fills that role nicely.
But Reed will get mad at me, but Matt's way more athletic than Reed. And being left-handed, I always say that gives you, it's like a 2 or 3 inch just advantage as well.
Right.
Matt's he's not going to score the way and shoot the way Reed could for us. And Reed was just an extremely valuable member of our team for the last couple of years with his leadership and toughness. But yeah, Matt's a lot more quiet than Reed. But like I said before, I thought he and Ethan, in particular, all the guys off the bench played well. But I thought those two in particular kind of sparked us.
Well, Coach, big stretch. Next week you go to South.
Yep.
Always tough on Tuesday. And I think that'll be a fun game here on Friday.
Yeah.
I think Hutch better than most people might give them credit for. They've got a really good coach, and that should be a good crowd too.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the crowd goes. We could both be horrible, and I think it'd still be a great crowd. And I'm so glad that they're willing to play because, they could. I've talked to Brian about it, and I feel for him because as a 6A playing a 4A, you're supposed to win, and so it's a situation where. A different type of person might say, I don't want to play it because we don't have anything to gain and a lot to lose. But we do appreciate that they recognize how good it is for the kids and the fans. And it's a good game for both of us. And it's the nice thing I like about it is, we got to go to Towanda and Winfield and El Dorado and Salina a million times, all that. I like having a close game. And next year, and next year we'll return the favor. So yeah, that'll be fun. And, one thing, Brian's got a lot of young, I haven't seen him yet, but I've known a lot of his kids. And they'll play really, really hard. They'll be very well coached. And he's got some good returners. He's got some really good young kids. And so, yeah, it'll be fun. But he's definitely got that program headed trending up for sure.
All right, Coach. Well, it's fun to get back in the gym. Looking forward to next week. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you on Tuesday.
Thanks, guys.
That is head coach Ryan Swanson with us here in our post game. Back for our play and the player of the game right after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
More of the Shirt Shack post-game show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Nextech Wireless.
Did you know that it's estimated that the salt deposits under Kansas could supply the entire world's salt needs for the next 250,000 years? Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
Hey, sports fans. All great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. We have time for you. Open Friday and Saturday.
Hi, I'm Dr. J. You can have the healthy, beautiful smile you deserve. Come see me today at Hutchinson Family Dental.
Dr. J. Stuckey, Hutchinson Family Dental.
Rod here from Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro. Farmers and ranchers, we know managing your costs is a huge part of making your farm operation profitable. That's why at Rod's Tire, we offer a wide variety of ag tires in stock and ready to install. For your tires for the farm, family, or fleet, give us a call today at Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back on our post-game. Our Crusader locker room show as Buhler wins it tonight 69-31. Let's get to our play and player of the game. We'll start with our play of the game tonight. Brought to you by Dick's Fill Up 66. Tonight's Fill Up of the game. Fill up on top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more at Dick's Fill Up 66. Family-owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutch. Every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Fill Up 66. Take you back to the 14 mark in the first quarter. Isaiah Hernandez stretches the lead to 9 and forces a Nickerson timeout. To the left corner, Lackey corner, and Isaiah Hernandez knocks down his second of the game, and Nickerson with a timeout. And that was one of 3 threes for Zay, who finishes with 9 points in the game. And boy, he has the ability to be so lethal from the outside. And well, you really hope that he can stay engaged in the game. And we talked about it. There are moments when he kind of takes on that facilitator role, I think, a little more than he needs to. He's really good at it. He's a dynamic player and just fun to watch. I hope he can score consistently. That's just another element that makes this team very hard to guard.
It just greases the wheels, right? It just makes everything move even better, because if he's a threat to score, then the defense has to come out even further, which just creates more space for all the shooters and cutters.
And he gets that shot off so quick.
Yeah. His step back is fast, and he gets great separation on it.
And the thing with this is there's so many young, talented guys that have that are able to have the it factor. It just needs to be developed just a tad more. And I know these guys. I was able to watch them practice once or twice. Their practices are all out. It's amazing to come watch. Sometimes you have those guys. Those guys that are up on varsity, they're kind of taking it easy, making sure things are okay. And not these guys. These guys, there's some freshmen. You see LaShawn Swanson on that varsity roster. There's guys challenging for spots, wanting more playing time. And he's one of them. And he kind of showed why today, coming in and knocking down his first bucket he took. So
he's going to be swaggering around this weekend.
It's going to be impressive to see how well they work. And these guys are going to be able to mold as a team, especially when we come around to the SIT. And then you come after the SIT, Heston, Collegiate, Andale, Great Bend. Those are some big games that the boys are going to be able to make their mark and possibly rise in the state rankings as well.
Absolutely. It's going to be fun to watch. Our player of the game tonight brought to you by Whiffco Steel Products. From storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, Whiffco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication. One shy of a career high for Jack Vogt tonight with 23. Had 14 of that in the first half, and there's going to be a lot of points of the year, but he's kind of a man among boys out there at times.
Big, strong kid that can take it with either hand.
And I just love the aggressiveness to the basket. Well, you're going to calculate the risk if you're going to step in front of him. So.
Yeah, you better get out of his way because someday he's going to make somebody make a business decision whether or not to stay under there or grab some rims.
Somebody's asking for a bloody nose if they get in front of Jack. So Buhler wins it 69-31. Back to wrap it up right after this on HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
Hi, this is Randy Gotti with the Buhler Booster Club. Check out their Crusader closet at our next home football game. Our customized designs and inventory are continually updated, from seats to blankets, t-shirts and sweatshirts, shorts and joggers. Crusader Closet has you covered for all things Buhler. All sales support our Crusader students through the Buhler Booster Club. Like the Buhler High School Booster Club on Facebook to keep up to date and outfit your entire family with the Buhler gear they want at the Crusader Closet.
At Adams Brown, our clients are the center of everything we do. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We're proud to have been named to the Inside Public Accountants Top 200 Firms for our 5th consecutive year. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
I have children that are younger in grade school, and then I have high school children who go to see Dr. Edgar. I was super impressed with how he made my daughter feel so comfortable. Dr. Edgar is great with all ages. He does an awesome job.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Edgar, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office on East 30th to make an appointment today at Edgar Family Dental.
Where patience comes